Yo, this your boy Thorough, and this is the My Dogs podcast where my opinions are just my opinions. I got two great people I need to bring in so they can introduce themselves.
Hey.
What's up, Dog Pound?
How y'all? Introduce yourselves, ladies first.
Mm-hmm. My name is actually Beth. It says Blondie up there, and I do a podcast with a bunch of my girls called Brown's Bitches, and I live in Alaska, but I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, so wow.
I'm
ready
glad
to go.
Be here.
Y'all know who it is. It's me, Jordan. You know, the #1 Browns fan from 1999. Unfortunately, I didn't grow up in the glory days, but we getting back to the glory days. Actually,
yes, we are.
We making new glory days, new times. Hey, real, can I make a couple shout outs real quick?
Go for it. Do your thing.
You know, I want to make a shout out to the Dog Pound for always staying loyal for these hard times. I want to make a shout out to Cleveland because, you know, Cleveland, people always disrespect Cleveland. And we good people out here. We hard working people. We know about hard work. We'll take a 3-hour shift. No, make that an 18-hour shift. And we probably won't see our parents or loved ones for a long time. They're gonna wonder if we still dead. They're gonna wonder if we still alive or dead. Like, dang, like, did you ever come home? Like, your wife and kids, like, is daddy still alive? Like, you know, I don't know. I'm just joking. Let's get on to the.
I'm not gonna go let that just slide by. Wait a minute. We had somebody that said they live in Alaska. Do y'all hear this, y'all? So
Yes.
we got somebody that is in Alaska. What
Alaska,
time is it there? What's the
right?
degrees? And
Right.
tell us what is how do it feel to live in Alaska, man? Because I mean I couldn't imagine.
It's definitely extreme weather all the time.
What's
We get
extreme?
up like in the winter it could be 50 below or
Uh-huh.
colder,
My bad
and
about that.
it's dark quite a bit during the winter. Like around Christmas time, we have like 3 hours of dusk. So really not even that light out. But then in the summer, we have 24 hours of light, and we like this year it's gotten up to 90 degrees. So it's extreme. And I'm from Cleveland. I can handle anything.
I was
What you
just
think
getting
about
ready to
that
say
comment?
that. I was about to say, she
Is
from
that
Cleveland.
comment
She never
true?
was cold.
Is that comment true? Can you see the
What?
comment?
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah.
It's 20.
Yeah,
yeah.
right now it's starting after the solstice in June, we start losing light, but we still have light at about 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So, Jamie,
Okay.
How you go to sleep? How you go to sleep with it? I mean, is it
you
bright
got it.
like 1 o'clock or is I mean
Yeah, it is. It's like during the middle of the day at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
So
Wow.
a lot of drapes. Some people put tinfoil on their windows
oh,
and stuff
okay.
like
Wow.
that. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
So, uh, I've heard it's actually very beautiful there.
it is. It is.
My grandmother's boyfriend keeps trying to. He wants to go to Alaska. She doesn't like the cold.
During
And
the
so,
summer, it's nice. It's beautiful during the
yeah,
summer.
he wants to. If I ever went, I want to see the what is it, the lighting,
Northern Lights.
the
Yeah,
northern lights. I've heard
yeah,
they're gorgeous, gorgeous,
yeah.
beautiful. But
Starting about this time of year, you can see them because it does get dark at night as long as
hmm
it's not cloudy. So, but
hmm
they're insane. It's really they
uh,
come
uh,
right over our house, and
oh
yeah,
wow,
yeah.
I can only imagine. One more question. It how's it dealing with? Is there really polar bears there? Like, are you
Up
really dealing?
north, way up north. We're in the middle of the state.
Okay,
So way up north where they have all the oil fields and everything, there are polar bears up there.
okay.
We have grizzlies and brown bears here, wolves, coyotes, moose, caribou.
Wolves, wolves,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, big wolves. They look like
Hawks.
Game of Thrones wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
when Jay, you wanted to get into the little incident, the arrest. We're gonna want to dabble into that talk
Okay.
through what
Um,
you look into.
I'm gonna. Obviously, it's about the Michael Hall incident. If those who don't know, he got into a domestic violence dispute with his fiance, not his baby mom or the mother of his child. His fiance. Uh, it was over a child from a previous relationship that she had, about dental work, about getting their child some type of dental work or something. What was like 1,500, and I guess she asked him, and Michael Hall, he said, "Why don't you ask the child's father to pay for it?" And then I guess, according to the sources, he flipped the script on her, and make a long story short, he hit her with a baby bottle, and he put a gun to her head. They said, and he said, "We can end this right now." I did a little research on him, a little bit. I just want you to absorb this because I had to write this down before the show.
Go
This
for it.
dude is 21 years old. He is 6'3", 280 pounds. He's standing and he's standing over there over a woman. Now, it's one thing, in my humble opinion, to put your hands on a woman, and which you should never do. It's one thing to put your hands on a woman, but it goes to a whole other level when you pull out a gun, especially to the woman who's a mother of your child. Put it to her head and say, "I can end this." I don't know how he can recover from this. I still think he might get kicked out the league. Everybody, you guys, I remember we were talking earlier. You guys were saying like, "No, I don't see him get kicked." I think he might get kicked out the league for this. This is very, very serious. It
Mhm.
they probably would have suspended him if he, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, like drastic or anything, but if he would have hit her or something like that, but he put a deadly weapon to her head. I just don't see how he can come back from that.
What you think,
Your
Blondie?
honest
What you
thoughts.
think? How you feel about it coming from a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think you should put your hands on a woman, and I definitely don't think you should pull a gun on anybody unless you
Right.
intend to use that gun,
Right.
and that's for your protection
Absolutely.
or whatever.
Absolutely.
Um, I don't think. I mean, the way the league is and the things they've slept, go through. I don't know. I think the Browns are going to do something on their own, whether the league does or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's really sad, because he's a good player, and I think a lot of these guys coming in as rookies are really stressed about going into the league, and you see a lot with the rookies problems every year, and maybe there's needs to be something that not even almost like holding their hand until they get their first year down, something like that. But you know it could have been handled differently,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no excuse for what he did. So,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
go ahead, Red.
I feel, me personally, I mean, I believe everybody need a second chance, and I've never in my life ever hit a woman. I think everybody a sucker that puts their hands on a woman. I'm not for it, none
Mm-hmm.
of it. But what I hear is that there were some actions taken against him already. He's already been in-house penalized and all
Mhm.
that stuff in the league. So, and the league might do something, and they doing the same thing they did with was this Perion Winfrey.
I was just getting
Mhm.
ready to bring that up.
Mhm.
He still stayed on the team
On the
until
roster.
Another incident, and then they
everything.
released him, and he signed with the Jets.
Yeah, until
Mhm.
everything. When they waited on the legal processes first before they did
Right.
anything
Right.
with him. So, and it's a misdemeanor. So, I mean, would y'all be? No, I'm gonna ask you, Belani, because you're a woman.
Mhm.
Would you be mad if he gets suspended for 6 to 8 games, or would you be? I mean, how do you feel if they keep him on the team?
Oh, you know what? I believe in second chances as well.
And not as a Browns fan, just
No.
yeah.
As a woman,
Mhm.
I mean, everybody should get a second chance. Not everybody. There are some crimes that are just stay away, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
but he's a young guy. He can learn from this. I hope maybe the team, will do something with domestic violence or something like that. But I don't think his career should just be gone because he made a mistake. Yes, granted, it's a very serious mistake, but he's 21 years old. Don't throw away the key on this kid.
Let
Somebody
And
help
we
him
all
out.
make mistakes.
we
We
we,
act like we ain't never made no mistake.
but we all make mistakes. But let me ask you this
Hmm.
now. I think, and like I said before, I believe in second chances as well. I've done some things I'm not proud of.
Hmm.
We're not gonna get into that, but
Mhm.
my personal thing is this. I think I haven't heard any other crazy story like this in the NFL, and when it comes to domestic violence. I've heard let's just go down the list of players who we've seen who've had domestic violence. Ray Rice, Kareem Hunt.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm trying to think. There's some other ones, but those two stick out to me the most. But
Hmm.
they never pulled out a deadly weapon on these women, on any of these women. And I think the league is going to be like, "Ooh, I'm frowning upon that." Hey, how's it going, Mr. Dickens? I'm
What's
frowning
going on?
upon.
Hey.
I'm frowning upon that, and I'm very concerned because they said when he was in Ohio State, he had some maturity issues. And
Yeah.
let
Hmm.
me ask you this, Rev. Andrew Berry has had a. I was just watching this. Shout out to the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show. I was just watching this, and they said this about Andrew Berry. They said he has a bad. He has a bad rap sheet of drafting, defensive tackles. Malik McDowell, I think that's his name. Perion Winfrey. Now this situation. What is your honest thoughts about hearing something like that? And let's just say he does come out the blue and say like, oh, they just kick him out the league. They say he can never come back for what he did. What would you be? Would you guys be shocked? Blondie, let's start with you. I want to hear a woman's perspective. Would you be shocked? They just said, okay, he's never coming back. He put a gun to his head. He put a gun to this woman's head. Boom, right there. Regardless, he shot her or not, he still put a deadly weapon on this woman. Plain and simple. So, what is your honest thoughts? Would you be surprised if they like kicked him out of the league or not really?
I'd be surprised if they did.
If they did.
Yeah. I mean, I would enforce, quite a hefty fine and probably longer than 8 games. I would do at least a season. I mean, it has to go with this and get some counseling or something like that.
Oh, that's gonna be in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Me, like I said, I mean, he's young, 21, 22. I mean, we all
he's 21.
We all did things on our job we wish we never did, but I don't know why. Just as in the NFL and everybody see it, everybody want to make it bigger than what it is. I mean, it's big. You don't do it, but I mean, it happens in the NBA. We had Gilbert Arenas. We had with the guy was this year.
What did he do? I forget what Gilbert Arenas did.
Gilbert was a while back. Who Mr. Deke? You the basketball man. What's the what's the young dude that just pulled out the gun?
Oh, John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
another one.
But John Morant.
Yeah. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you real good.
See, this first. Let me get to it like this. First things first. Is this an accusation? Because from what I'm hearing, the mom said, but that's not might be the case. Because if that's the case, he should have a felony. But it's a misdemeanor. So it just might be misdemeanor domestic violence. Okay, yeah. Then he might get a shot. You know what I'm saying? But he probably won't play. It just depends. We can't jump to conclusions yet until all the evidence is there.
I'm aware of that, but they say they're still doing investigations on it. It could go to a felony instead of a misdemeanor. The thing that just threw me for a loop was the gun thing. I was just like, I don't know if the league is going to accept that. I don't want to see the young man out, but it's just the gun thing was crazy. I don't think I've ever heard. I mean, hell, we've heard stories about Ray Lewis, who was convicted of murder, right? So I don't know. This is big. And if they find out he did pull out a gun on this woman, I don't know if
that's gonna be that would be his career. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be his. Now, what you saying about John Morant? John Morant was just flashing it.
Yeah, he was flashing.
He was just flashing it like he a thug, so that's a little different. But this
he's not.
Actually, I gotta wait. We just gotta wait to find out what the facts is. We can't jump to conclusions right now. We just gotta wait, But hopefully, I hope for his sake, it's a misdemeanor, domestic violence. Then he can still bounce back. But if that's the case, the Browns could release him.
Do we still? I mean, he already broke his guaranteed contract, so the Browns can release him and do anything they want with him now.
Right.
But how do y'all feel as Browns players? Do y'all want him back on the team? Do y'all want him to stay with the team?
Oh, absolutely. He's a hell of a player. This guy was getting comparisons of Aaron Donald and stuff like that. So I mean, I would love to see him on the field. I still think he might be. He's going to probably take one of he's going to take one of them starting lineups because he got hurt today. I was shocked he was even at practice today.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that the Browns, they do their due diligence and find out, what the actual facts are of the case. Was this true that a gun was pulled? The evidence. They're not going to jump to conclusions and do anything until they know.
But how do we feel
that he was at practice?
Would you want him back on the team? I want him on the team. How would you feel?
I want him on the team because as a fan, I want a good team and he's a good player. Yeah. But I want to see more of these guys getting some mental health help, because how did it escalate that fast from I want you to pay for this dental thing and here's a gun, So
yeah, it's got to be more to the story. I did think I was like, he lost his cool over pulling out. She's saying I need 1,500. I've always wanted to know what it was like for a professional athlete. You gotta understand, family is looking at you as a meal ticket now. You making thousands and thousands of dollars. So I'm just picturing what it's like for him. So, can you give me 1,500? 1,500? Come on, man! Like you know what I
mean? His family has been inundating him and friends with like, hey, you just since the day we drafted him. So
and some of y'all barely came to my games when I was a kid. So where's this all coming from? Like
Mr. Deacon, I saw something not as he said that how family members and everybody wants to. I heard a crazy stat watching it was Gilbert Arenas. He was talking to somebody else and they was talking about with families you get there and buying tickets. I might have been talking to an NFL player or basketball player, but if you was an NFL player and he said his mother, his aunts, they always call it. Do you know that they be paying for over 50 tickets? If you was in the league, would you y'all know it, man? It's crazy. Mm-hmm. Don't come to me with no more than 3.
Right. Yeah. Right. I can't do it. I can't see that. Ain't no way. I might get maybe 5 or 7. 50 tickets? Oh no. No way. Hey, you talking about cousin Earl? Cousin Earl from Mississippi just happened to see cousin Earl. You gonna sit your ass down?
That's what he said. He said I think he was a football player. I can't remember. He was my mother called me, be like, I'm bringing all the family and my cousins. They all came. They want to come see you. He's like, okay, cool. How many tickets you need? I need about 50 or 60. And one of them say
that's how it would be in my family if all my cousins.
I can see my family telling me right now.
Quick.
It's gonna be I can see my mom right now. Hey, I need you to give one to your one cousin, and some of them I don't even know.
That's right.
And
I don't even know family members.
I don't know none of these family members. Some of them I don't even know.
I know them, but they still can't get no love like that. Nah.
Right. Now, if it's your mama or if it's like your mama or sister and they like on down times, then I will help them out as much as I can. Like, but other than that, I'm not buying you no Corvette. I'm not buying you no $1 million mansion. I'm not.
Get it. You ain't buying mama now?
Oh no, mama could get it. Mama and daddy could get it. I grew up with both my parents, so they can both get it. But other family members, and they know who they are because I'm not gonna bring up their names. I ain't trying to start no drama. Mama and daddy get stuff first. But other than that, I can't speak for them unless they ask me.
Immediate family members, I do have a couple cousins that I will always look out for.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But okay, I'll boost it. Maybe about 15 tickets.
15. That's still a lot, though.
It won't be 50. Yeah. For that one game, and you're gonna be in 522. Get some action.
But also he had to say so. He said if you bring in 50, so he had to buy 50 tickets. So that means I don't know how many couples he had to buy hotels too.
Oh,
so he had to buy. They got to buy hotels too.
On a rookie deal. On a rookie deal. Was it?
No. I forgot which player this was.
I remember hearing a player. I can't remember the player's name. I think I know you talking about. I just can't remember the player's name.
I think in the Jason Kelsey in the Super Bowl, his wife was freaking out about buying Super Bowl tickets for everybody. His parents, her parents, she was like, this is going to cost us $50,000 for one game. Yeah. I mean, granted, it was the Super Bowl, but
it was the Super Bowl.
You think you're playing in the Super Bowl, maybe give them 5 tickets a piece. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, they know.
They get discounted tickets, and I think they said they get 2 to 5 tickets. They get 2 to 5 tickets, and I think or discounted. They get 2 tickets, and the rest is discounted.
Yeah. Well, I know Thornhill was giving away his tickets last season. He would do like a thing on his Instagram.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could see my family right now. My grandmother, she's a huge Browns fan, And I was playing in the pros. I could tell her right. She gonna be like, "Give me them nice tickets, the ones where Jimmy Haslam and them be sitting where the heaters are."
She want to be in the box.
Yeah, because she don't like the cold. So maybe if this was the '80s still, this was the '80s, then maybe. But no, not this day and age. I can see her now. I need you to put me in a box.
Well, pretty soon, a couple years,
I got to
might
get
be,
Mr. Deacon the bed early this week. I had him up late last week. Let's get into the practice today. Have y'all heard anything about the practice today before I play this clip?
The only thing I heard was they said Watson did pretty good. They said
Watson
he threw like
hoop. I saw one of those throws.
Yeah, he threw like 6 touchdowns or something like that. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but what I saw online, they said he threw about 6 touchdowns.
You heard anything, Dick?
Man, let that shit ride, man. It's practice. I don't care if Watson threw 20 touchdowns in practice.
Right.
This shit don't matter to me, man. On the field, week 1 against the Cowboys. Y'all, you know, they do this to y'all every year. And I used to get so hyped that Nathan's a girl on TV. Oh, the Browns defense looking like one of the best of them. Man, get the out of here, man. I'm not trying to hear that.
And that's why I wanted you on here.
Yeah, nothing they can do in preseason, and nothing you can do in training camp is gonna get me aroused or for nothing.
But this is why I wanted you on here, because when we had that conversation, I said we need a line. You say, I don't care. There's no excuse for Deshaun Watson this year. I'm like, we need a line. He can't do nothing. So I'm gonna play this.
They went got Nick Harris back. They got Nick Harris back.
That's sad. I'm gonna play this clip. Tell me what y'all think about this clip. Tell me what y'all think.
All right, let's get started.
Joint practice with the Minnesota Vikings. Lot to get to. What were your initial impressions of the day? Let's start there.
Well, I think both defenses dominated the day. Minnesota's defense dominated the Browns' 1 and 2 offenses. And on the other side of the field, the Browns were very loud defensively, a lot of sacks, a lot of turnovers on that side of the field. The Browns' offense had a bad day with penalties, false starts mostly, and protection problems. So Kevin Stefanski was there to witness all of that. Mm-hmm. And he said he'll review the defensive film on tape, but I guess you can expect the defenses to be ahead both, cases. But I thought the Browns offense had a particularly bad day, to be honest.
Well, so let's get into that, because again, we've been talking about longer than anybody the protection issues and how they've been an issue. I actually thought, Tony, that Watson was able to find more people than he's been lately. He was able to hit David Njoku a few times, but the protection issues were like the underlying issue throughout the practice. What do they do here, Tony? Because we've seen more guys rotate in, but James Hudson just is not doing the job well enough.
What? I keep telling you, man, we need a line, D. We need a line. He said Watson was able to hit more targets. Watson has 0 time to find anybody, but you want him to be Superman this year.
I didn't say nothing about wearing no cape and Henry Cavill and all of that. I didn't say Superman. Now check it out. Hold on. I've talked to plenty NFL players, and they do look. Practice and those group sessions are about trying to see what they can get away with, trying to install different stuff. Stop taking that what Tony Grossi and Chops or whatever just said. I don't care. When I that day versus they better be ready. Now, if they lay an egg against the Cowboys, people quit worrying about that practice stuff, man. It means nothing. Who was, like Jameis running? They scored 3 points with Jameis? I'm not tripping yet. Week 1, Cowboys. That's the only time it matters. Everything else is just junk to me. You can't take me down a rabbit hole, man. You can't do it.
So Mr. Diggin, we're gonna do Allen Iverson. We talking about practice, not a game, not a game. We talking about practice.
But that's fine. That's fine. Practice makes perfect. But yeah, it count. You getting paid. This payday, man. This payday. You know what I'm saying? You get your practice money, but this is serious business. I'm not tripping over that, man. I'm not. If we can't score no points against the Cowboys, then something's wrong.
Okay, well, I'm eliminate him from this. I'm eliminate him from this one. How do y'all feel about what y'all heard?
All smoke and mirrors. They can all get better tomorrow, in my humble opinion. He told me, oh man. They can all get better tomorrow. The line is a concern. Jedrick Reels, whatever his name is, can't stay healthy. They said he's on his way coming back. He better come back soon if possible. Because I don't know what they're gonna do. Because he's a right. No, he's the left tackle. No, he's the right tackle, right?
Left tackle.
Left tackle. Yeah. So,
Blindside.
I mean, we got DeJuan Jones, but there's only so much DeJuan can do.
He on the right side.
Blondie,
Blondie,
he's with Teller.
Yeah.
What do you think about that video?
I think the media puts too much into practice in the preseason. I mean, look at DTR last year in preseason. He was off the chains, and then you throw him into that game. He wasn't prepared like you would have thought looking at his preseason. But you need the practice. I'm glad that they do the joint practices a little bit, so you're not fighting as much with your own teammates. It's better to not get that. Defense against offense, want that locker room nice and happy. But I don't know. Preseason, you just can't tell. You got 1s and 2s out there, 3s, everybody's all mixed in. It's not your core guys that are in there. So really the only time we're going to see it is game 1.
No, but like I'm just talking about this practice. It doesn't alarm y'all. Week 1 preseason, we looked at bad false starts and all that stuff, and they never learned nothing, and we doing it again. And
we were talking about our line all last season. Look, Wills. I mean, I hate to say it, but I didn't. I mean, I felt bad for him when he got hurt, but I wasn't that upset because that side needs to be stronger. I mean, look, when you had Jones and Teller out there, especially that Steelers game, what's his name? Watts didn't get a pressure on that side.
Yes.
No one got a pressure on that side. So, yeah, we got to shore up our line.
Sorry.
And I definitely think Watson is going to shut up all the haters this year because I've been watching him since he was at Clemson. He will. Mark my word.
I want him to shut up, too. I want him to shut everybody up, too, because I was ecstatic when we got this guy. I was ecstatic. I was like, finally. Let's just see what happens on that. But I do agree with Blondie. I do agree with her on that part. With the DeJuan Jones, he did a phenomenal job containing TJ Watt. I mean, who gave us more trouble. I have a feeling that whatever side Michael Parsons is in on week 1, they're gonna put him on. They're gonna put DeJuan on him.
Nah, they ain't gonna do that.
You don't think they're gonna do that?
DeJuan's a right tackle. They're not gonna move him. But the only reason why I keep bringing up the line is my stake. Go ahead. Go ahead.
That don't mean, your stake moving that far away. You better be hoping ain't nothing wrong. Your stake gonna be real wrong before you get it.
Then he doesn't care about a line. He said there's no excuse for Deshaun Watson when how can he get reps? That's why y'all might it's practice, but then when week 1 come and y'all be like, oh, we looked at bad. Well, I've been trying to tell y'all we've been looking back. Oh, now y'all wanna be like, oh man, we should have did this, we should have did that. No, this is time. And that's I ain't gonna say Cleveland mentality, but that's the Cleveland mentality, man. We need to be week 1. Wasn't did Pat Mahomes play in the first preseason game? He was out there.
I think he
was out there.
I know Burrow did. I know Burrow played his first preseason.
Guess what? And all those teams went to the Super Bowl. Where we been? Nowhere. They're getting ready for week 1. We're not getting ready for week 1. Everybody want to sit down and I want to wait till week 1, then I evaluate. When week 1 comes, it's too late.
I think they're holding Watson back because they don't want any injuries before the season starts already. After last season, I'd be like,
I think
you can't play the game scared.
I think for Watson, I think for him personally, he needs to have some reps. I want to slap the hell out of Kevin Stefanski. I don't know why he's making a play. The last preseason game of the season. he needs to make him play either this Friday or sooner or later, because they be like, I don't care. We talking about practice. You feel what I'm saying? And a game is so much different than practice. Yeah, you had joint practice, but there's a game and then there's practice. It might not look a difference, but there's definitely a difference between joint practice and a real game.
All right, check it. So
Talk to me.
All right. This is year 3 for Deshaun. Year 3.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't play. He only played 6 games, and last year he only played what 6 or 7 games or whatnot. Now, when I want a full season. The preseason, did the preseason, does that go against our numbers? No. I'm not tripping on that, man. You know, this guy is a professional. He's been in the league. He's been a Pro Bowler. At one time, he was considered an MVP candidate. We probably would never see Texas Watson again. So whatever Watson we got now, I'm trying to preserve that Watson for right now. And we also don't know if he's feeling a little pain. We don't know that right now. They're not going to tell you. We don't know that to be sticking him out there during a preseason game.
He said he was fully cleared.
Yeah, I mean, you can be fully clear and still not be 100%.
Like fully clear, full contact.
In the NFL, you play hurt a lot.
Yeah, and he was injured in that Ravens game. I mean, he was already injured before the game started.
Yeah, so let that ride. Let that ride, man.
Tell me what y'all think Deshaun Watson's mentality is, because they said Deshaun Watson took 90% of the snaps in practice today. So he took all the starters. And he went in there with the second string. Deshaun Watson said, I need some work.
He's a competitor.
I need to be ready by week 1.
He's a competitor. He's blocking the noise this season. He's done with all the crap that's in the background, and he's focusing on what his job and what he's got to do. He's a smart football player, and I can't wait for everybody to see it.
He better. They're gonna run his ass out of town if you don't stop. I'm trying to tell you.
He's gonna
feel
bring it for us.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, I feel like we could have won the division if he was healthy and Chubb was healthy. Can you imagine if Chubb was healthy? I really think we would have won the division. I think we would have, if we would have beat Seattle and a couple of those other teams who we sort of struggle with, man.
Yeah. Well, the trajectory from the Cardinals game to that game where he got injured, the Ravens game? Oh, I was like, here we go. Finally, everyone can shut up.
Yeah.
Because it was just getting better and better and better. And Kevin was feeling more comfortable about him making changes on the fly, which he needs to do because he's very smart and he reads the field like not a lot of other quarterbacks I've seen. So
I get that you're talking about the Ravens game, right?
Yeah, second half.
Perfect half. Perfect.
Where we look good in the second half. I said that's the first time Kevin Stefanski's ever changed the game plan up at halftime. I get him so much credit. I was like, that's what I want to see out of a coach. But guess what? It wasn't him. It was Deshaun Watson.
It was Deshaun.
Deshaun Watson went and told him, I can't keep throwing this ball down the field. But look how efficient we were by throwing 5 and 10 yard passes.
Right.
Stefanski, change your playbook. Look how good we look.
And that's what frustrates some fans about him. That's what frustrates some fans about him. And I never understand why he has a lot of hate. But that's what frustrates a lot of fans about him. And I don't know. A lot of cats be saying, oh, he needs to get fired. He needs to release his play calling. He's doing the play calling. Now, I'm very confused now. What's the point of having Ken Dorsey if you're going to do the play calling, which shouldn't surprise me? Blondie, I want your honest opinion on what do you think about the Ken Dorsey hiring? Because I was trying to tell Real Mrs. Deaconess, if he didn't work out well with the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen, what makes you think he's going to do good with us?
It's a whole different organization, different coach, different players, all of that.
I completely understand, but Josh Allen is one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
How many times did they get to the playoffs? I said this before and I'm going to say it again.
where he's at, because he had an offensive coordinator and coach that got him where he needed to be and made the plays that were good for him. I'll take it any day.
Correct.
So
Buffalo defense, they couldn't stop nobody, man. What do you like I said, what do you want Josh Allen to do? You want him to play Mike Backer and quarterback at the same time?
You
allowing 38, 40. Man.
I mean, we can say that now. Heck, we said the same thing about Joe Burrow when he made it to the Super Bowl and he had no offensive line.
Okay, wait a minute. I got a question for you. You said it didn't work in Buffalo. What didn't work in Buffalo?
4 playoff appearances and not working.
What
else do you want?
According to some sources, they said he did not get along with a lot of cats, and the plays were just not working.
We hear about wins and losses and stats. What didn't work in Buffalo?
I don't know, but apparently some didn't work out for them to release him.
I don't know what that was. Don't we always say we want Deshaun Watson to get back to where he was top 5, top 3?
Absolutely.
Wasn't Josh Allen that? Wasn't they in the playoffs? That's what we talk about. We want consistency in the playoffs. Wasn't they consistency in the playoffs? Mm-hmm. He did everything on offense that you want out of OC.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I'm not denying that.
It worked. It just like Deke keeps saying, the defense keep letting them down the same way. I probably might be the only person in the whole world that like Dak Prescott. Everybody hate Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott goes out there and put up an average of 27 points per game. Now, if my defense can't keep them from not getting 27 points, it's not on me. He was averaging 27, 30, 40 points, and it was losing. Right. Man, that's the defense.
Yeah.
And
I think Dorsey fits better with our new coaches too. He's a quarterback, OC. So that's what we want. We want our quarterback to produce. So I guess we'll all find out.
Not tripping until game 1.
Okay. Okay, man. Let me tell me what you think about this clip, D. Because now this is the good side of the practice. This is like we kept jumping off sides. We had a couple fumbles. And Deshaun Watson barely completed any passes because of the line. Now, on defensive wise, this was what they had to say about our defense.
I don't know if you noticed, but Myles Garrett's jersey was in like pieces because Darisaw, the left tackle, was holding him all day long to keep Darnold from getting annihilated. Of course, they're not going to hit the quarterback, but somebody who was watching the defense exclusively told me they thought Garrett had about 6 sacks today. And then so he turned it on, and that inspired everybody. MJ Emerson had a pretty good day, from what I understand, against Justin Jefferson. I did see one long completion to Jefferson, but otherwise, Emerson knocked away one that I saw and had a pretty good day. Miles Harden had an interception and a fumble recovery, returned for a touchdown, the rookie cornerback. So it was a loud day, you're right, for the defense.
Two notes from the Vikings side, Vikings reporters who were tweeting. Obviously, they were on that side. One said that at one point during the practice, Kevin O'Connell had to go up to Jim Schwartz and basically like it's getting a little too physical out here. You guys got to chill a little bit, Does that surprise you at all, Tony?
No. I mean, the defense is, they're like lions getting let out of a cage. I mean, they haven't been able to thud their own teammates. There's just been a lot of that kind of practice all summer. And so they got unleashed and they took advantage of it. So it was a real good day for them. And on the other side, Brian Flores' defense, man, I saw a lot of blitzing and taking advantage of the Browns' offensive woes on the line. So their defense had an equal day. They had a couple fumble recoveries from big hits. I know Pierre Strong got hit real hard on a play. But Minnesota was very physical too, and that's what you expect from a Flores defense.
For sure. And then here's a quote, Tony. I love that you brought up Christian Darisaw. After practice, he said, Myles Garrett is the best edge rusher in the league. So that was his right after practice take.
Well, that's pretty much confirmed by his DPOY award last year. So, and Darrisaw just got a humongous contract. He's a pretty good left tackle. It's not like he's some undrafted free agent.
Yeah.
Now, what did y'all think about? Here we go. He don't care. He don't care.
He's like, and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, it was getting Sam Darnold. But I mean, how do y'all feel about at least we had something, to me, good come out of there where
it should be with our defense. I mean, we shouldn't have any questions about the defense, and they're always going to come out strong, except for that Houston game. Last year,
the one that counted.
I don't know what the hell.
then out of nowhere, once again, Denzel Ward is hurt.
I know.
And did he have his guardian? Did he have his guardian cap on?
Probably not.
Shout out the guardian cap.
Like, Denzel Ward is so frustrating. Like, he's a hell of a player. It's just he can't stay healthy, dude. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I think it might be concussions or something like that. I don't know, but
I'm worried about.
He's probably good. I just need him to be healthy. I don't know when Dalvin Thomason coming back. We Za'Darius, he hasn't played. That's what I was telling my brother. I'm like, to me, I don't know about y'all. Maybe I know Deke, he don't care, but to me, we had the worst preseason. Training camp. We don't have a right tackle. We don't have a left tackle. We don't have Nick Chubbs. We still nursing Deshaun Watson's injury. Za'Darius Smith is out. We lost our DT and Dalvin. We lost the nickel Newsome, Greg Newsome. Now we got Denzel out.
What happened to Newsome?
Well, he had surgery, a hamstring. He ain't been there. We don't. Then
didn't Weipler get hurt? Didn't Weipler get hurt too? I think.
Who?
Weipler. I think didn't he get hurt in the preseason game?
Yeah. Weipler.
I mean,
yeah.
That's now see that I would be concerned if all of a sudden one of our major core, like David Njoku, went down for this. That now I would be concerned.
Yeah.
But some of this nicky ticky tack, pull a hamstring type, I'm not tripping over that, man. We still
you ain't worried about Za'Darius not playing.
I thought he came back. I thought he came back because I remember he did get hurt. I thought he came back.
Yeah,
I thought he was
the starter for week 1. After we get through these preseason games,
right? We got at least 2 weeks before we really find out who's going to be on that field.
First and second quarter is going to say a lot.
Yeah,
for us,
and that's the thing that everybody that like they keep talking about. We're gonna find out week 1. Yeah, you can throw somebody out there in week 1, but you say the first and second quarter. I say the third and fourth quarter because if you ain't practiced and you're gonna be winded.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no energy. You might look good and be like, we back there. I need water.
I think right away we're going to see where our weak spots are. I mean, right away.
I'm concerned for.
So let me ask y'all this.
Go ahead.
And this man is proving that he gets it what you need. Do you have faith in Andrew Berry that he can't see some of these mistakes and these injuries, and that he can't go out and find? He's been doing it. He's been stabilizing. Don't forget about Berry. Recognize
no.
You got to make it change. So you don't have no faith in that.
I love me some Andrew Berry, but that take is false. How long did Andrew Berry make us stay with K York when we know we needed a kicker?
I thought he was
true that. But then he went. But then he went and got Hopkins, and look what Hop did, man. Hopkins
year.
You learned. Kevin Stefanski, come on now. Like I said, I was his biggest critic. But he's continuously gotten better. Remember the year before, he just kept going forward with Brissett. He's made those changes. He's gotten better, and I'm gonna give him his props. He did get Coach of the Year twice, so I'm gonna give him his props. I got to wait till week 1. I don't know what Dorsey might. Let me handle. Let me try to run this practice. Let me try to run this.
I see.
Injuries is the only thing that might get me worried about something. Other than that, how they playing and what they double blitz them and all that old goofy shit, I don't care until that game. Who's starting? Who's our starters? The 53-man roster at those cuts, and who started? Then for week 1 against a slow starting Cowboys team who do this every year, start slow them first 3-4 games. Let's see. I'm not tripping. Nick, let Nick get healthy. I'm not tripping yet, man. If they lose, if they lost the first 2, okay, it ain't looking good. They not out of it.
Yeah, I have
the gun, man.
God willing, I have them winning week 1. I have them winning week 1. God willing, I'm praying hard.
I'm gonna jump on that. Do y'all? I know you right.
Yeah, my man said
how do
you ain't had
y'all
no
feel
faith in
if we go down 0-2? Are we out of it?
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
It look bad. Oh, they gonna talk cash money. They gonna talk cash money.
So if we go down 0-2, we had us. Everybody probably got us winning what 11 games, 10, 11 games.
12.
You lose 12. You got 12.
I got
12, 12 and 5.
I'm gonna go a little higher.
Lose 2, that's 10 and 5. That might not make the playoffs.
I got us going 13.
Yeah. You wild.
13. And the only reason that is because I feel like they gotta make a statement. They have to make a statement.
But the only reason
and
why
win a
I asked
division.
the question,
See,
and the only reason,
this the shit that get people all upset. And then 13 games. Come on, Jordan.
That's
Jordan.
what I'm saying. I wasn't rolling.
Look,
man.
Look. It's okay to have a little, just to flex a little bit,
Yeah. You can flex it. Then when that bicep starts swinging down here.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, 12 or maybe 13. That's right. That's right. And I'm not sugarcoating anything. I said 13. I need us to win a division. I'm sick of going on those groups. I'm sick of going on those groups and people saying, "Oh, you never won a division before." No, I was 13 and 4. Okay, no, let's go a little, maybe 13 and 5. There we go.
Whatever.
AJ, he ain't gonna get that. He ain't gonna get that steak. I'm just, and I'm be like,
the only reason why I asked, because I think it's a legitimate question, is the first. Like I said, I'm supposed to go. We should go 5-0, or at worst 4-1. And if we go 0-2, these are our easy games. We got Miami.
This is our easy side of the schedule.
At the end, we can't afford to lose nothing early. That's why I asked that question, because at the end, it's hard. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
Whew, it's gonna get hard. Chiefs.
Yeah. So we need 4-1 and 5-0.
There are always
Dolphins.
Teams, when they put these power rankings out, it means nothing. Because this is, these are projections, but they don't project the team maybe to lose their starting quarterback or starting running back, or the team they just come out just flat. There's too many variables to sit here and say that. Do we have the hardest schedule? These teams might suck ass. We don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
to where you feel that a 0-2 start, yes, that's bad.
Know
but then what if they win the next 6 games after that? And then Cincinnati fall off, and then the Ravens don't do what they supposed to. We don't know. We don't know. You know what I'm saying?
We kind of do, because your statement is going off of teams that are average, like Jacksonville, which you got us losing to. That's an average team. They can be good, they can be bad. But Miami, you can't make that say. We already know Miami gonna be a dog. We already know Kansas City gonna be a dog. We already know the Ravens is gonna be a dog.
With a healthy Trevor Lawrence and a Travis Etienne out there, you think they average? They've been in the playoffs. I mean, and you got to look at Doug Peterson. That's a Super Bowl winning coach. So I don't know if I could say Jacksonville is average until they get out on the field. You know what I'm saying? When the lights is on and everything is serious, those ratings, they don't mean nothing to me either. I don't care if they say the Browns is number 1. It don't matter to me until they get on that field on them Sundays and win them games.
It has been predicted. Well, it's not predicted. It has been shown that they have the hardest schedule out of all teams. They're ranked in the hardest schedule in the league this year, the Cleveland Browns. So, it actually, basically all 3 teams in the AFC North, outside of the Bengals, like I just said, Browns, I want to say it's Ravens, the Steelers, or it could be Browns, Steelers, or Ravens, but they have the hardest schedules in the entire league.
For now, on paper.
Yeah.
Until these teams start playing.
Yeah. But can we all say that the Ravens is going to be good this year? Can we all agree that
they lost a lot of pieces?
We gonna take
they're going to be good, but they lost a lot of pieces on defense.
But they're going to be good. Then that's week 18, week 17. We all know that Miami's going to be good, right?
They fell off at the end of the. They fell off at the end of the year last year. They fell off.
Waddle type. Wait, are we playing them? Wait a minute, real. Are we playing them? Are we playing them at home or away?
Yeah, we at home.
We at home. Oh, then I think we might win that game. They.
No. I'm not speaking on if we win or lose. I'm saying he was just saying we don't forget power rankings and all that stuff. That's for average teams.
Oh,
but hey, who we playing week 4? Who we playing week 4? I forgot.
The Raiders.
Oh.
Hey, but they keep coming here, and they used to say, "I'm gonna switch it for my bad." How? Having a cold weather team, that's our advantage. But the Raiders kept coming here and beating us. I was at them guys. I said, man, how did they let these warm boys come in here?
That one game.
I want to go to. We gonna go to Elgin and beat their ass.
That one game. That one game they had 2 years ago. I blame the weather on that one because you couldn't throw the ball. You couldn't throw the ball. All you could do was run. You threw the ball. The wind was gonna blow it somewhere. So I'm not blaming them.
They had a shot. They
definitely had a shot. It was very disappointing to see them lose, but
that shows you that cold weather so-called advantage don't work.
Oh, it don't. It don't. That's why I don't pay no attention to none of these fans saying when they want to get rid of the stadium. Oh, it's just not football if we're not outside. Get out my face.
Remember the Joe Thomas game, his favorite game in the snow? My family was there. That was
the snowball game.
Yeah, you couldn't even see the half of the field. So I'd much rather pay that much money and see.
They was playing Buffalo, right? They were playing Buffalo.
Buffalo lost two games, and Detroit got that money. How do you think that whole city that really hurt? That they need a dome worse than we do.
Right?
When they get snow, you can't see the seats.
Oh,
yeah.
Remember when they moved our game to Detroit when we were playing them? They moved our game.
Because they was thinking about what they was thinking about somewhere else. We was like, I don't know what they thinking about, Cincinnati or Pittsburgh or something like that before they end up going there. They was talking about it, but we wasn't feeling that. I don't know if y'all remember what they was thinking about at first. Having our game.
Oh yeah, they was thinking about having it like in a more warmer area. I do remember I heard like Pittsburgh, and we was like, oh, absolutely not. We ain't gonna play in our rivals.
They're gonna have to get a dome too. The way it's trending, if we do what we got to do, they're gonna have to. Man.
We getting the dome. I don't care what anybody says.
Let's speak on the dome. What y'all think? How do y'all feel? Is it gonna happen? Is they gonna shut it down?
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen because you can bring up the county can say no, and he can all Jimmy Haslam and D Haslam have to do go to the state or talk to the governor or whoever, say like, hey, I need the money, and once they tell them that the stadium was a rush process, they're gonna be like, oh, here, and then also if he also says that I'm gonna give you $500 million, I'm gonna put $500 million in. If you put $500 million in. Yeah. Come on.
What y'all think?
I think it's going to be good because it's going to affect all Northeast Ohio. It's still in Cuyahoga County. I think the dome it's going to happen regardless what all the fans want. But
correct.
I think, if the dog pound is enclosed, it's going to be harder for people to play us at home. Because the fans look at how much noise we make with the open stadium. It's going to be obscene. I like it. I want a better facility for my team because I want a Super Bowl caliber team. Yes. And we have to have better things for our team.
Yeah, real grass or fake grass.
You already know. I can't wait when they take that shovel and break ground and use the scissors, I'm gonna have my ass kicked. I'm gonna be like, yo, I've been waiting for this for such a long time. And you know, I want to see it. I want to see all those other venues. I want to see all those other sports. I want to see all of it. And that the way that facility is looking, that's gonna be a marvel of engineering. And bring Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy, I'm riding, baby. Him and D. I love Jimmy and D.
I'm gonna be right there behind you, Mr. Diggin. Just
how many players do we got that's all getting double-digit millions? We the only team that's paying. So the man's willing to kick out the money. He's willing to do whatever it takes. You know, I just hope he sees the fruits of his labor. But yeah, I want to see that dome, man. I don't care. In Cleveland, you better just invest and get a return and quit playing with me.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and invest, man. So it's not going to be the Brook Park Browns. They still Cleveland.
Yeah, they're still Cleveland.
Come on, man.
Now, can I say something? Can I say something real quick, Real?
Go ahead.
Sorry to cut you off, Miss Diggin. For those people out there saying that the Art Modell law is going to go into effect, no, it is not, and I'm going to tell you why. He's not technically leaving the region. So that law will not go into effect. As long as it's around here and around the Cleveland, Ohio area, he can do whatever the hell he wants. It's owns the
Cuyahoga County.
It's still Cuyahoga County, exactly. So I've seen so many comments where people are saying, "Oh, the Art Modell law is going to go into effect." No, it is not. It is not going to go into effect because he's technically moving 15 minutes away from Cleveland. End of story, people.
Yeah.
That's just, like I said, that's just people that don't do no goddamn research.
They don't.
And they can start blowing their goddamn mouth. And I say, see, when somebody says something, I take my time. I go read the article. Just like they give up the Muni lot. They just giving up the Muni lot and letting the Browns control it. Come on, man. Let that ride, man. Give me the dome. Y'all can go on the outside, and they might have something for you a little bit inside. I want to see it, man. It ain't all about the tailgate. It's about regionally. It's going to create hundreds of jobs. It's going to create a lot more money. And like I said, you know, so as far as downtown, hey, Panini's, you might have to move and get you a bar down there at the new dome. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So they'll you know, those people, those investors, they're going to have to team together, and it is what it is. And I can't wait to see Brown Stadium a smoldering pile of rubble because I'm sick of looking at it.
Man,
really,
I can just picture it. I can't wait. I'm so excited that we're getting the dome.
I can't stand going downtown. It's just so inconvenient. You got to do all that walking and
what a lot of people don't understand, it's a business move. Jimmy doesn't get paid, I heard, for parking. So yeah, I'm going to build a dome. And like, you know, it is what it is. So I mean, you better like it, or if you don't like it, you better like it because it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, like more than what Ric Flair, whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it because it's the best damn thing going on today.
And you might have to save up. You might have to save up a couple weeks to pay for parking when you get that. But it is what it is. It's
taking the RTA right down.
It's not going to be for the faint of heart.
I was thinking more about the traffic. I'm traffic and parking. Traffic and parking is going to be crazy because you're right there by the airport. Yeah, and you know how crazy airport traffic is. Just imagine when they put that stadium there. Oh my God, it's going to go crazy. Like, wow.
They're gonna make a back way off what is 77 or something. They're gonna do some highway changes as well. It's just not that. It's gonna be some highway changes. Some of the airports.
They've been working on the highway past the airport forever.
Mr. Deacon, let me ask you something real quick.
No doubt.
Do you think that the city knows it's the inevitable that the dome is coming and they having a hard time facing reality? The county's having a hard time facing reality that they're going to move. The city's going to have a hard time. Like I said previously last week on our last show, I was like, Justin Bibb was like, we're going to do everything in our power to try to keep them there. No, it should have never been tried. It should have been, we're going to do everything in our power to keep them here, not try. That lets me know you quit.
They can. But I mean, he inherited. I'm gonna say this real quick. He inherited a problem, and sometimes when it comes to legislative, these mayors and these different individuals, he inherited a shithole. That's what happened. And I mean, he tried. It is what it is. And there was some architect that got on that said they could build a octagon, hexagon design, and push the lake.
I saw that.
I was like, man, get that. I know he's a well-known architect. I was like, get that bullshit out of here. And
I saw that on Fox 8. I know what you're talking about. I was like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because there are people right now who have houses on the lake. They're eroding. They are eroding, and they're trying to save them houses. These houses were nice, $500,000, $600. They reduced to $250,000 because they can't stop the erosion. So now you want us to put a dome stadium out. Man, get out of here, man. That was like the most ridiculous shit I ever. I understand this guy, but he said some crazy stuff before, and the city turned him down. I was like, man, get out of here with that. There's nothing on no landfill. Stop it, man.
Yeah, because and let me answer this before you speak, Real. There's another thing where people keep saying, oh, why can't they build a dome right where the stadium is, right there, where the stadium is at currently right now? And I'd be like, and the constant answer is this: it won't support it. The weight they have on it, it will not support where it's at. You have to I heard you have to dig like a big old ditch basically in order for it to support the weight. It's not going to do that. So either keep it here on the lakefront, which Jimmy Haslam does not want to do, or go to Brook Park. Ding, 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 Brook Park, it is. So you guys need to do, for fans out there, you guys need to do your research before you start commenting.
I think a lot of it is basically political. You taking
absolutely.
You taking a team and you bringing it out to the suburbs where there was it was peaceful. It was quiet out here. Now we're going to have people coming out here. We're going to have people coming in here and robbing us and stealing us and all this stuff because they want to come through this. Now y'all going to bring the riffraff to my suburbs, and that's why I think that they fighting back, because they're like, we're not going to vote for you. Once you out, we voting you out of here because you brought these Cleveland Browns to Brook Park where we was quiet and nobody knew about it. Nobody.
Who they voting out because of who they voting out? The Brook Park mayor. He all for it.
He's all for it. He's all for it.
He love it.
He every time they bring it up to him in an interview, he got a smile on his face, like, we're having negotiations, and we'll see. It's not a done deal yet, but we'll see what happens. But I think he knows it's a done deal. It's a done deal in my book, and I think everybody knows it's a done deal. Even those people who are having a hard time facing reality that it's not going to happen, but it is.
It's still Cleveland. It's still Cleveland.
It's a 15-minute ride.
I grew up in Cleveland Heights, and I say I'm from Cleveland. I grew up in
Euclid. Same thing.
Westerland, and I'm like, I'm from Cleveland.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I grew up out there in Euclid, so I said I'm from Cleveland.
49ers aren't in San Francisco; they're in Santa Clara. Jets, Giants, they don't even play in the state of New York. So,
they're in New Jersey.
Yeah. It's 13 NFL. I think it's 13 NFL teams that do not play in the city that they were coined from. Right. So it's like I said, in the next 20, 30, it's gonna probably be more than that. I mean, you just got to get with the times, people. It's not that old school fashion Jim Brown running people over one bar on the helmet.
It's over.
Right. Get with the times, and and you got players who like Nick Chubb who want to play in certain environments to help preserve his body. Don't you want to see Nick Chubb out there for the next 3-4 handling his business? But you got him running around in the cold because of your pride, because you worried about ain't no snow on the ground, so you ain't playing football. Man, shut up! I don't be wanting to hear that, man. You sound like an ancient fossil to me.
They do. Yeah. They do sound. It's just not football if we're not outside. Like, what are you talking about? What is it then?
You take your goofy ass out there in the lake and freeze your ass off with no t-shirt on, while I'm sitting at home in my couch, minding my business.
I'm going to lose 2 or 3 fingers if I'm sitting out there in the blizzard.
And drinking my beer in peace.
Right.
Give me the dome. I'm telling you. That dome, I'm saying real quick, they get that, I will be there it makes me want to come out more.
Yes,
because you having those,
exactly.
you'll see more people say, "Yeah, this is outstanding." You'll see people come out more. There's no enticement to go downtown. It's just not, unless you're just a diehard, crazy ass, fanatical Browns fan. Like, come on, dog. Who go down there to watch them lose? You freezing and they losing at the same time.
Remember when I said
Right.
that? Remember when I told you last week on last week's show that that I had a reliable source that told me that the meeting between Jimmy Haslam and Justin Bibb did not go well.
Correct.
Remember I told you that, and everything, and when I knew it didn't go well, when my reliable source told me that Justin Bibb was saying, no, Jimmy Haslam was saying to Justin Bibb that called him Justin at first, and like I said, it was a little bit of uncomfortability, and Mayor Bibb was like, that's Mayor Bibb to you. You don't call me Justin. So I knew I was like, oh yeah, it's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'm
not going to happen.
I'm gonna get deep to bed early this week.
I'm gonna keep rolling.
We're gonna get into our last
good.
topic, and that is we got great news. We got great news, which y'all already know because y'all Browns fans, y'all follow the Browns, y'all do y'all thing. JOK got paid today.
Yeah.
JOK got paid. What did y'all think about it, and what do y'all think about the years he got? I mean, what y'all think?
The sky's the limit for this young man. He's phenomenal. I love JOK. Yes.
I think it was I think it was a decent deal. I was just glad he didn't get no 60. If he'd have got like 60 or solid, but 39, 40, that's a little too much. And I'm glad that, to me, that's reasonable for what JOK what he brings to the table. How he stepped up his game every year. So I have no problem with that. But I like that number because it still gives us, to me, some flexibility to address if we do need another O lineman or something like that. It gives us that flexibility to do that. If you want to save some money, get rid of Conklin.
Thank God.
You know what I'm saying? But there's, like I said, give it your shout out to your boy Andrew Berry, man. Give Berry his love, man.
Oh, he'd be a beast.
Okay, but earlier you said, man, I ain't got no faith in it. Come on, dog.
No. You asked the question. Do I have faith in him? You say he always got people, and I said, I mean, he let it down once, and that's what the kicker.
He has not sat. The first year he kind of sat back, didn't do, and after that he's made those adjustments. He's went down. Hey, Kevin, what you need? Hey, such and such, what you need? And he's made those adjustments. He's done.
Absolutely.
Just look at what he did to get Coop and Judy. I mean,
yeah. Oh no,
we gave up picks. Okay.
Yeah.
We'd have had Ayuk if he would have took the deal. He didn't want to come here.
He didn't want to come here.
In which I told y'all about. We got to change that. Nobody want to come to Cleveland. Now we done made Amari Cooper mad because we putting him in trade. Now we got to go out. He got to go out there and play like these cats really.
He's a professional. He's a professional. Amari don't roll like that. He gonna handle his business.
Yeah.
That's the consummate professional that he is. Okay, cool. It's the league. It's a business. He gonna still go out there and show out.
Right, and it wasn't his brothers that were putting his name on the line for a trade.
Right.
It was the locker room is the locker room, and what they have going starting from last year. I mean, even Jerry Jeudy said that's one of the best things about coming to Cleveland is that this locker room is the camaraderie is like he's never seen before. So people are going to want to come to Cleveland.
Yeah, I think with the Brandon Ayuk thing, like I said before, I think it was just a strategy move so he can get more money out of the 49ers. I don't see him going to the Steelers. I just don't. It would have been a done deal by now, in my humble opinion, if he would have went to the Steelers. There was also rumors saying that he was at the 49ers practice with some type of weird shirt, tank top, whatever he was wearing. Watching them practice. So obviously
Jamar Chase for Cincy hasn't been at practice because he's trying to get his money or get traded or something. But
they say he has like 2 more years left. He has like 2 more years left on his contract. I can understand if you got a year left, but he got 2 more years.
I think this is his last. in his rookie deal. Chase been there for 3 years now.
Oh yeah.
Jefferson left last year, and Jefferson was the year before him, right?
Yep.
No, they got no. Justin Jefferson was the same year Jamar Chase, wasn't he?
I thought he was the year before Chase, and so it was Jefferson, and then the next year they got Chase. I think I could be wrong.
Cincinnati, they got a tendency to lowball. They try to lowball people too.
I don't care how many years he got left on his contract. I'm a dog. I'm not playing on this rookie no more. I feel it. I feel it. I need to get my pay, my worth. I'm not Pat Mahomes. I'm not going to the Super Bowl on a rookie contract. I ain't no Brock Purdy. I ain't waiting. I'm a wide receiver. They said we divas. I'm gonna show you I'm a diva. Get my bread before I get hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, eventually he's going to be a free agent. And I've said it before. You're leaving. I know it's a money thing, but you're leaving Brock Purdy to play with out of his prime Russell Wilson. You're leaving Brock Purdy to play with trying to get back on his feet. Hopefully, Deshaun Watson. So, like, you know,
we're talking about my man Deshaun. I keep telling
you. Look, I got to tell you, I'm a huge Deshaun fan, but I'm just being real. Brock, they were in the Super Bowl last year. You gonna leave that team for those guys? I'm just saying.
You keep saying that every week. You acting like we got a sorry team.
I'm not saying we got a sorry team.
Like we ain't got what they got.
No. I'm not saying we got a sorry team. But look at the facts.
They leave us out of it. We got an all-star team.
I know we got an all-star team.
Like we some bums.
If you cut me right now, it'll bleed brown and orange, and blue and red with the Indians and black, wine and gold for the Cavs. I'll bleed it all right. You know.
Hey, let me ask you this then. So if through your lifetime, let's say you play in the NFL for 10 years.
All right.
You had a chance to make $200 million, but you never won a Super Bowl. Then on the second hand, you had a chance to make $100 million, but you got 2 rings. Which would you take?
Don't you do this to me, man? Come on, man.
That's easy.
Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. 200 million, no Super Bowl.
But I'm already getting
100
paid.
million, 2 rings.
But I got, if you say I was in the league for 10 years, I got some good money on me. I gotta get a ring. I want to be in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, so make your choice. 100 million, 2 rings, 200 million, no ring.
Oh, damn, this is a tough one.
We're gonna go all the way around on it because it's easy for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. If you said 10 years, I probably got some good bread on me.
You ain't understanding the question. You got 100 million.
You got 100 million in the course of your 10-year career. You made $100 million, but you managed to get 2 rings. Or in 10 years, you made 200 million and no ring after taxes.
Am I a starter or I'm on the bench? That's the main question. That's the main question I gotta ask. Am I a starter on the bench? Because you could be on the.
Okay, man. You come on. Wait a minute. Okay, let me break it down.
Come on, bro.
Come on, man. The question. It's a simple question. It's a simple question.
Okay.
Would you rather have 100? We're gonna forget the years. We're gonna forget the position. We're gonna forget playing or starting. Do you want $100 million and 2 Super Bowls, or do you want me to give you $200 million? Which one do you want?
No ring.
No ring.
Easy.
I guess I gotta go with 200.
Okay, well, Jesus, how hard was that?
No, it was hard because you said 2 Super Bowl wins with the 100 mil, right? That's you like if you like 2 Super Bowl rings. Not a lot of guys can say that.
Man, I feel you.
There's some guys who can know, and
a lot of guys can't say they got 200 mil.
Yeah, Kirk Cousins has made $240 million through his lifetime. He ain't done shit.
Mm-hmm.
240 million. Don't get me wrong. I would love to win a Super, but I'm gonna take that 200 million. If I can still get in the Hall of Fame, that's cool. If I didn't get a ring,
but 200 million, he ain't got a ring.
Correct. Mm-hmm. 200 million.
Yeah. You know what I mean? People sell them. All these NBA players, NFL, they go broke and they sell them rings. Them rings don't mean nothing. I need this bread. When I retire, I want to be well off, man. These cats got to go find jobs, and I ain't gonna talk about
the Barry Sanders win a win. Barry Sanders?
No,
No, he didn't win no ring.
Detroit.
Yeah, he didn't win. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I said, I'm gonna take the money. Granted,
I'm taking the money all day. That's a no-brainer.
So that is Brandon Ayuk. That is what he's trying to do. Secure his generational. So if he had to go play with Russell Wilson, if he got to go play with Brian Windhurst or whatever the case may be, he gonna get that money. So can't be mad at him.
No.
No, I can't be mad at him.
I ain't mad at him, but I'm mad at Jordan. It took him so long to answer that question. I tell you that right now.
I know, dog.
I was like, come on, man.
He got hung up on those rings. He's like,
that's 2 Super Bowl rings. How many cats can say that though? Like, not a lot of cats can say they got a Super Bowl
rings for $200 million. Come on,
right?
You put some diamonds on the ring. Look,
I know that's what you play for.
There's a lot of guys
too,
that
you got 50 tickets
don't
you
have
gotta
them
buy.
and are still the best there ever was.
50 tickets.
Beth, what you say? I'm sorry. Go.
Oh, I was just saying that there's tons of guys that don't have Super Bowl rings, but they're in the Hall of Fame and they did their jobs and they didn't get paid. So
Dan Marino, he's a great guy. I mean, you can still be number one without a ring.
Yeah, the Chad Ochocinco was trying to make his case how he should be in the Hall of Fame, and he was showing to Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp was like, they nice, but they ain't Hall of Fame worth. They ain't Hall of Fame worth.
I think Ocho should be. He had a great career. I think he should be a Hall of Fame candidate.
Best route runners out there. Yeah, it's beat.
Yeah. And Ocho cheap as hell. He said he still flies Spirit.
Wow.
Is that him or he got that little car? I think it's Fury, but he just be talking. Who knows about him? How much he be capping? He just be capping.
They said Terrell Owens. He's still trying to make a comeback, and I'm like, dang, he almost like 50, or he like 50, ain't he?
The 49ers just released his. Yeah, you talking about. Yeah, I ain't gonna
Terrell.
We're talking about them ages, but I ain't there yet, y'all. So I ain't. But the 49ers just let T.O.'s son go.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm curious to see what's going to be like for primetime sons when they get into the league. Because he said he's gonna steer his sons into a right franchise.
That's gonna be a nightmare.
Right.
Yeah.
He gonna pull a Archie on that. Oh my god. He gonna pull a Archie Manning on their ass. Like, whoa,
Yeah. I don't like what he's saying about his. I don't like what he's saying about his son, and I don't like how he lead in Travis Hunter. He told Travis Hunter, don't go to no team that won't let you play both sides. This is the NFL, man. There ain't nobody been playing two ways in 20 years, man.
Not everybody has that luxury like he did. He was an athletic freak. He played professional football. He played on both sides on football, and he played professional baseball. So I mean, it
was
a whole different league
at the time.
I mean, but I think he misleading him because look at Debo. Look at I think it's forgot the tight end, somebody else. Debo, like y'all, y'all got me playing wide receiver, then y'all got me playing running back, but y'all only paying me the lower one. So why are you telling him to play corner and wide receiver? He only gonna get paid for one job. You making a man work double time for one pay? Nah, man, no.
I like Deion. Deion has a level of arrogance, that for that short time paid off very well. But he, what I'm saying, don't get me wrong, Deion is one of the greatest that corners that ever played the game. But that level of arrogance, man, when he talked, man, and I'd be like, wow, man, Deion, he laying it on thick. But it is what it is. But that's who he is, But
that persona also made him money.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what I'm getting the vibe from and I could be wrong, everybody kissed his ass. So, I'm getting that vibe that, anything he asked for, he got it. So
he prime time, man.
Prime time, get whatever he want, right?
Well, and that's the thing that everybody worried about what everybody else will say. It's crazy that everybody's scared to say anything about Prime. I mean, like, come on, man. I'm just keeping it real. I'll be like, yeah, no, your son sucked to me. Oh no, you hating. I'm just telling you what I feel.
I mean, he all right. I mean, I ain't gonna say he sucks.
He's gonna be the number one pick, the number one quarterback coming out. Well, I need to see it. I mean, I ain't talking about him, but I'm like,
I don't really see it neither, but I just go like, I've seen like a little bit.
He ain't LeBron. You can't get your son the number one pick. You ain't LeBron.
I've seen Look at this too.
I've seen a couple highlights of his son play.
Prime, if the money come in, Prime, then he got half his foot gone for doing all of that. So he gonna need his money for medical bills, different procedures he done had. He almost lost his life. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to getting that paper now, the times have changed. These guys, like people like Anthony Griggs and Felix Wright and Hanford, they paved the way for these guys to get these big contracts now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that you got to take advantage of that now. So I'm not mad at them. Sometimes I be saying I'm not gonna try to say get the hometown discount no more. Get that money, man. Get that money. So try to be reasonable, but get that money.
But I know I would be. And now his boys can make money, playing in college too. So
we'll
him all the money he can.
It's three of them, right? It's his one son.
One's defense,
Shiloh.
right?
There's Shiloh, right? There's Shiloh and
quarterback, and I don't remember what the other
Shiloh, I think, is the quarterback. I can't remember his other two sons' names, but they're making one of them. To me, is probably one of the best out of his son. I think it's the wide receiver. I want to say.
No, he got a quarterback. His son played quarterback. See that's the thing. That's the Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is not his son, but he walks around like he's his son. His son and Travis Hunter is the wide receiver in the corner. His son plays safety and quarterback, and the other one is the film guy.
So what did he tell Travis Hunter? He just told him like, "Hey, you need to be playing both positions."
I sent that invite to your inbox that you're trying to get on. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just
with the Travis Hunter thing. Did he say? Did he tell Travis Hunter like you need to play both sides of the ball?
No, Travis Hunter said he wanted to go to the NFL and he wanted to go, but their teams won't let him. And he said, I told Travis, if a team won't let you play both ways, don't go. Don't go to him. Yep. You can do it. And I'm like, that's ending that guy's career early. And when he played both ways, he played corner. He wasn't playing corner, then went back out there played wide receiver. This man played corner, then went to another and went played a whole nother sport. He acting like he did it all at once.
Yeah.
So don't mislead him like that, and how injuries coming and nah. That's your boy. But I thought that. Do you think that? Let me see. Cincinnati got a rookie left tackle that is playing really good, and I hearing that I might even take Orlando Brown. When they got I think it's a tackle. They got a rookie that's taking I was just looking it up, trying to look it up. Would you think that Cincinnati will trade us their left tackle because we in need, or? Yeah, I know.
It's very rare when you see somebody trade inside the division.
And that's how I felt about them dirty Ravens. We let Kelly go. They picked him up the next day and steal all our stuff.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Don't believe in practice, but they learned something in practice.
I mean,
do y'all think they really need Kelly?
No. Come on, let's get real. Do you think he was going to get any
Ravens
PT?
have done this before.
Right.
So let's see what.
Hey, we took Tyler Huntley from them.
And that's what I was saying. I think because we took Tyler Huntley, they like, okay, y'all know something about us. Now we got to flip it back. But and Deshaun, not Deshaun, Lamar Jackson, he's so skinny. He said something that was just baffling to me. I went back and watched that Browns game. I was so fat.
Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. I was like, what?
To lose some weight. I'm gonna be faster this year because I went back and looked at that Browns game and I couldn't believe how fat I was. Like, where?
Like, right.
We're gonna see. Lamar got some. He got some beef to him when he back there in that pocket. He got some beef. You know what I'm saying? So I just, man, it's just that whole thing, man. Like I said, historically, the Ravens have dominated the AFC North. They've dominated the North. They don't win less than 12 or 13 games, and they show us how it's done. You got one of the second most tenured head coaches in the league. So that's just, man, this division just drives me crazy.
I think people don't understand how this division has also changed. It's just not Pittsburgh or Baltimore anymore. It's Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cleveland, and Cincinnati. But all four of these teams are capable of winning the Super Bowl. And I think people are having a hard time grasping on the fact that these two Ohio teams are good now. You know, they've been since he won the division a couple of times, but nobody really saw them as a threat. You know what I mean? But other than that,
they had a shot in that Super Bowl. They had a shot.
No. I'm talking about
they were getting dogged out. They had a shot.
No, I'm talking about before Burrow. I'm talking about when they still had Andy Dalton.
No.
Oh, you going. Oh, yeah. Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody took them.
Yeah. Well, okay,
that's why we're going to be on Hard Knocks. The AFC
the whole AFC North is going to be on Hard Knocks. That's going to be something interesting to watch.
Our schedule is the way it is.
Do anybody got any more clarity to it? Is it going to start now? Is it when is
December?
Mid-season, yeah.
Mid-season.
They're gonna start playing it mid-season, but where is they going? Is they going
start
record mid-season, or are they going to record week 1 and start playing it mid-season?
I don't know that.
What I read, they said they were going to start like sometime in December, which didn't make any sense.
Yeah, they're going to start airing. They're going to start airing. I think. I would say, the media that they're probably going to start week 1. They probably already got some practices and stuff in there already because you get this video, you get this stuff, and then that way when you present it, you have a whole episode. So I would say they're probably going to start if at the latest they'll start week 1 against the Cowboys.
I think I've heard rumors saying that the teams they hate Hard Knocks. A lot of teams hate it because one, it brings a lot of drama to the locker room, which I can see. Two, they don't want all that publicity on their on the franchise like that because they feel like it'll cause tension. I don't know with who, but
hey, you got a good episode now with Michael Hall Jr., don't you? Oh yeah, you got a good episode now.
You got a good episode.
Well, let's switch to man, and then they'll show him getting arrested and talking to the owner. And then I'm trying to tell you, it's just entertainment, man. It's just like, man.
I mean, well, you remember what happened when they had the Browns on Hard Knocks? What was it, a couple of years ago? And they showed when Corey Coleman said he wanted to get traded.
Yeah, that was.
I was like, thank God. I was like, I'm glad you want to get traded because
they showed Juice to the locker room. Juice was like, y'all better stop playing.
It's contagious, bro. It's contagious.
I enjoyed that. I showed that I was talking smack. I showed that I enjoyed it, but still, I just feel like when it comes to me doing stuff in the media, and certain things, I think when it comes to PR, you should protect the team. Certain things we not letting this leak out. Hell no. You'll find out about this last minute. And the way the media, they got these contracts that they have to talk to the players. You have to give them so many minutes, stuff like that. I would be like, no, hell no. We not talking to Deshaun right now. You ain't doing it. And when you sign those media contracts, they have that access, and Mary Kay's back there and all these good people back there talking these goofy ass questions. You know what I'm saying? And you just have to deal with it,
But hey, Mr. Dickens, I heard that they can't really do that. They can get fined for that if they don't talk to the media.
That's a part of the contract.
Just here so I don't get fined.
Yeah. So they should take a page out of Marshawn Lynch's. Marshawn used to kill me.
Man.
Like, man. He was hilarious. Like, man, they paying me. I got to be if I don't get fined, whatever. Yeah, he was hilarious, man. Like, wow.
No, the my favorite, even though it wasn't football related, was with Russell Westbrook, where they was like, they asked Russell Westbrook, they were like, yeah, they was like, Russ, you seem upset. Something bother you today? So he told the guy next to him who was interviewing, he's like, oh, I don't like you. He was like, what? He was like, oh, so he's like, you don't like Steve neither? Oh, he's like, oh, I love Steve. I just don't like you. I was like, dang.
Yeah, some of them keep it 100 when they.
Oh yeah, they keep it 100 with you, like Ryan Leaf did. Ryan Leaf did when they remember when he went crazy and they tried to interview him or something like that because the Chargers lost a big game or something and he just couldn't get together. He cussed out the interview.
I wouldn't want to do it after a game. No. And I hate when they talk to coaches and stuff, like especially in the NBA when they're talking to him during the game. Like, no, stop. They're out there.
Right at the game, I'm mad. I just lost.
Right.
I'm supposed to say something nice.
Hey, remember Jim Mora? Playoffs? You talking about playoffs? It was hilarious, man. I'm like, wow, man. Like, we can't win no game. I'm just hey. But that's the power of social media and media in the machine. And like you said, with Tony Grossi and what old boy just do, is to draw the fans in. Yep. We want to draw the fans in. We want to get that hype. That first week, Cowboys, I'm not going to the game, but I'll be at the tailgate because this is some of the last years. You're going to see the tailgate. This is going to be history. And you just bring the crowds and they down and they playing cornhole, they drinking beer and they just, they're enjoying that atmosphere. And it's going to be crazy week one. Week one is going to be bananas downtown.
Yeah, it is.
But, but if they lose, then you're like, man, goddamn. Yeah,
we playing a rival from like
that's a 4 o'clock game too, right?
Yeah, it's 4:20.
I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling a 4 o'clock game. Everybody
I don't like 4 o'clock games neither. I'm
like waiting that long.
Yeah, me neither.
That's the longer they be down there tailgating, getting drunk as hell. You know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "Oh man, we still got 3 more hours, man. Pop another keg, man." I'm
just still going off of. We like how you was talking about earlier about home field advantage and all that stuff. We're a 1 o'clock team. Why are we playing that for? Why are you taking us off of our schedule?
The Cowboys are prime time.
Prime time
team.
Yeah. And also I've noticed, like I said last week, I've noticed if you were in the playoffs last year, you are going to have more prime time games than anybody else who was not in the playoffs. I've noticed that
a bunch on our back half of the season. I think there's 2, 3, 4 at least. In the
we have 4 prime time games.
It's ugly. We got a Thursday, then we got a Sunday, then a Monday. We got so many short weeks, and man, it just
They did that on purpose.
5-0.
I like the 1 o'clock games because it's 9 a.m. here, so I just get up, have my coffee, let's go.
Wow.
What time is it right now there?
It is 5:37.
Wow.
In the afternoon?
PM?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's 9:37 over here.
Okay, so y'all 4 hours behind. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is too is a lot of the fans get these blacked out games, and I that's something that really irritates me with all the technology, Peacock and Amazon Prime and all of that. And come on, man, I watched the game here, and the game was here and couldn't see it. Like, what the hell? I live in Cleveland, I can't see the game. You know what I'm saying?
That makes me mad too.
Yeah, that's something I think they need to really address.
You can buy each team your own ticket for your team.
Correct.
It's nice. And you can watch our broadcast instead of listening to the national broadcast because they're always against the Browns. So
Well, I got a special guest that's about to introduce herself, and I think she's mad at y'all because she wanted to come on. So y'all had to say something that ruffled her feathers.
No.
No.
Hey,
go ahead and spit it out.
Tell the My Dog Podcast your name and what's your grievance.
My name is Nairi. I am a huge Browns fan, and I just wanted to be a part of the show. I was listening, and I just wanted to come in with some topics. Let me get caught up, though.
Go ahead.
I can get caught up.
What you want to talk about?
You guys were talking about Deshaun not playing, right, this weekend?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we talked about that. What you think?
I think it's okay for him not to play. I mean, if you guys never had like that type of shoulder injury, you probably wouldn't know I had that shoulder injury, so I know how much it took for me to get back to where I need to be.
How long?
I am an ex-collegiate for me, he has better doctors, so I'm assume he's going to be a little better. But for me, it took me a good year and a half. I mean, I'm only at 80%, and I work on my shoulder every day. I still don't have like that explosiveness, like, you know, when throwing. It's not the same overhand. I'm literally at my best at 80 to 85%. So I mean, I'm curious.
So we should be scared.
He's gonna look like. I won't say that because he got the best trainers and doctors in the land. So no, I won't say that. I mean, because if I had his trainers and doctors, I'm sure I'll be back at 100%. I mean, I still throw pretty well, but you know, not like I would like. He's working on that every day. I work on mine like 3 to 4 times a week. So, and he probably got twice a day. So shouldn't be scared. I don't think he should play yet.
Oh, okay. Can I ask her a question real quick? What is your thoughts on the Michael Hall situation? Because I asked Blondie. I want to know what's your honest thoughts. Because I asked Blondie the same question, and you know, we've heard domestic violence cases before in the NFL, but this one has taken to a whole new level in my book, where there's allegedly saying that he put a gun to this his fiance's dome and told her that I can end it all. So, what is your honest thoughts? Would you be surprised that they kicked him out the league?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want to talk on that subject because I want to make sure I have all the details before I actually say what I have to say about that. You know, that's an alleged incident. You know, we wasn't there, so you know, I don't think I can speak on something like that, not really knowing all the details actually what happened. You know, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna pass on that one.
Okay, all right.
Now, me, true or not, I mean, I believe in second chances. If you're suspending for 6 weeks, suspending for this season, do that. But I pray that we don't let him go. I mean, it just looked like what Ray Rice did, and he'd never been back. And I don't know. I mean, just people we us fans and I act like we perfect, man. Like we ain't never did nothing. And when an athlete do it, oh no, I can't believe he's on a Michael Vick. He fighting dogs. Everybody, man, just.
But TP, check it though. There's been I do believe in redemption. Don't get me wrong. And if he did this, it has to be proven. And you got to remember, I can't remember the other guy. He used to play for the Ravens. I think he came to the Browns for a minute. He got drunk and killed. He killed somebody with vehicular manslaughter. You know what I'm saying? And still playing. So I mean, but the league has changed, and I think at that time, Goodell. I don't know if Goodell was still the commissioner at that time. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Hall has a shot because you got to remember, Dee Haslam is on the behavioral judgment board. She's on that board. So when they brought Deshaun here, she had a lot of say in, hey, what's this and 6 weeks or how many weeks? So you have the advantage. So I'm not gonna say Michael Hall, if he did this, he wouldn't have a shot. But I just hope for God's sake that the mom is lying just to take him down. I hope so. But if he did, this year is over. If he did.
Yeah.
You know, so you honestly, so let's just say they said let's just, because anything can happen in a court of law. So let's just say they did bump it up to a felony, and they said he did. Yeah, I see that look you just gave me. Yeah, and they bumped it up to a felony. What's gonna be your honest thoughts about that? Because they could give him prison time.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah,
it's a wrap.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, if they do that, but it's the misdemeanor. He's man, we gonna We ain't even gonna think about that. He got a misdemeanor, and we're gonna roll with that until it changes. The only fact that we know right now is it's a misdemeanor. Anything else is speculation. So that's the way I'm gonna roll with it. It's a misdemeanor. He was at practice. He ended up getting hurt. I don't know his karma, but hey, he's still on the team, and we're gonna go for there. But so now we got a new person on the panel. We got somebody else that can answer a $100 million, $200 million question. But out of y'all, okay, let's run through some positions in our division. Who has the best quarterback in our division?
That's tough.
That's easy.
Ravens.
Skill wise, I'm gonna go with
Ravens. I have to go with the Ravens. I just can't. I was going to say
Watson, but he hasn't proved it yet. But he will. I promise.
Yeah.
But
I say Joey B.
Yeah,
Joey B.
I love me some Joe Burrow. It can be Burrow or Lamar for right now.
I was going to say Burrow first, so I didn't want to feel left out.
Quarterbacks too.
So Burrow.
I'm going with Lamar. Who's got 2 MVPs? Lamar Jackson.
He just elite. He's
that dude. I love Lamar, man. He's that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a Ravens fan, but I recognize talent and how hard they were on him to go play. Yeah, go play wide receiver. Hell no. And what did he do? Come in and show out. You know what I'm saying? He choked a little bit in the playoffs, but I mean, it is. But pure talent wise, got to give it to Lamar.
Who has the best running back?
Well, we do.
We do.
Chubb, of course.
Chubb ain't played yet though. He ain't played. If it was primetime Chubb, of course. But right now, don't forget you got King. You got the King out there. The Ravens now. You got King.
He ain't the same.
Right.
So who else?
Now
in the Najee Harris.
Well,
I'm just saying.
The Ravens
like in the AFC North right now. Right now, who can play?
Didn't they pick up Derrick Henry though?
That's what they talking about the King. They talking about the King. It's out of Cincinnati don't have a running back. Pittsburgh
they traded him. They traded him to mix.
No, Najee.
They trying to get Najee lost his job to Jalen Warren.
That's what I'm saying. So who got the best running back in the AFC North? The Ravens.
Yeah.
As of right now, the Ravens. Yes.
Get you.
I do not like these answers.
Me neither.
Everybody looks good. Everybody looks good on paper right now.
Right.
Right.
So once the season start, I mean, then I can,
Yeah, let's come back week 5 and talk about it.
Make a better assessment. Like I said, let them get on the field to make a good assessment.
Right.
Who has the best wide receiving core in our division?
Oh, I said Cincinnati.
Chase didn't sign yet, though.
No.
So
He still is part of the team. So
he didn't.
But
if he ain't playing,
he ain't playing. He ain't showing up. And they already
I don't know.
I might get that to the Browns now.
We get
that
to the Browns. Okay.
Judy,
because Judy's there and Cooper's there. And in Pittsburgh, they just got Pickens.
Hating on my boy Elijah Moore.
Yeah, I
love Elijah Moore, but I think Tillman's going to step up this year too.
Yeah, Tillman's been playing phenomenal. They said in practice, he's been doing phenomenal in practice.
Yeah, so we got the best wide. I think we do have the best wide receiver core in the AFC North. I would say that. Yes,
I agree.
About tight end.
Of course, we do.
We do. Hello.
Now Mark Andrews ain't no slouch though.
I was like, over Mark Andrews his years. I mean, last year he was.
Mark Andrews ain't no slouch. So
yeah, he has an injury. Njoku don't stay hurt like that. Mark Andrews stay hurt a lot.
Right.
So I think we might have to say we got the best. Freiermuth, he's decent, but I have to say, I think we got the best tight end in the AFC as well.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, we're just gonna do an offensive line as a whole.
Oh boy.
Yeah. see now I say our line, then y'all start look at see D, and you over there talking about we our line and Deshaun Watson. I'm gonna give you a backstory on Mr. Deacon and his Deshaun Watson take. He says there's no excuse for Deshaun Watson this year. And I told him our line sucks. We don't have no left tackle and everybody is out. And he said, I don't care. Deshaun Watson still needs to throw for 6,000 yards.
I didn't say no stick. Come on, Pimpin'. Come on. 6,000. Come on, man. I didn't say that.
You did say there's no excuse for him, right?
You are absolutely 100% correct.
So if there is if we have a mediocre line, can we use that as an excuse if Deshaun Watson doesn't play good?
Bruh, come on, man.
No, let us speak.
You got one hole. You forgetting about Teller, Posick, all them. You still got your main staple, Batonio. You still got your main staple. You might have that one.
You ain't got out of them
5 men. Out of them 5 men. That one dude, and I told you could chip with the tight end.
Nothing's more important than that left tackle.
So, okay, hold up. So let me ask you a question. When they was at practice, was they playing a full 11 on 11?
Yes.
Nah, man, that's practice, bro. That's
practice.
Our line is not. I still think our line is one of the best in the AFC North. I still think so.
I agree.
I agree.
Over Cincinnati?
Yeah, over Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yep. They might be second, Pittsburgh, and then keep it, the Ravens, they kind of but the Ravens like to run the ball. And see, those guys, these linemen, it's a difference. When you got linemen you got very good blocking linemen, then you have linemen who good at pulling. It depends on how, we're going to run it this way. The Ravens was number 1 last year in running. So they know how to pull. They know how to get that. They might not be the best pass protectors, but you have these guys they skill sets are different. They fit to what you're doing. Do our offensive line, before we sit here and say who's the best, do our linemen fit what the Browns want to do? You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. So I still will say I think we still got the best. I think we got the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Who got the? This is easy. Who got the best edge rusher?
Oh,
we do.
Hello, we do.
That's easy.
But don't you tell a Steeler fan that they're gonna be like, TJ Watt better than Myles Garrett. I'm like, what? They be like,
defensive line as a whole. They got a great defensive line.
Oh no,
defensive line as a whole.
I feel like our defensive line did better than theirs. I feel like our defensive line did better than theirs. Way better.
DT.
We were amazing on that defensive line. I don't know what you're talking about, but it was us. We were phenomenal.
What you say, Blondie? Who got the best defensive line in our division?
I'm going with Browns. After last year. Sorry.
The Browns got the best everything.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, not. I don't think they have the best everything, but I definitely think.
I got one for you, Beth. I got one. Who has the best coach?
I was getting there. I was coming around to that one.
Okay.
I'm coming around. Okay, who got the best linebacker?
Always linebacker court.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with us again because it's between us and the Steelers because the Steelers picked up Patrick Queen. Patrick Queen ain't bad for real, so it's between us two.
What y'all think? We only got one, so I don't even know what y'all judging off of with us.
Well,
we got Devin Bush too, but I heard Devin Bush ain't all that neither. But
that's what I'm saying. We ain't got none. We got JOK.
Yeah, we got Jordan Hicks is pretty good. I heard.
We got to see it. But as it stands, we only got one. To me, I don't know.
I'm gonna go with us again. I feel like we got to because JOK can do. He does more than Queen, in my humble opinion.
Where you at? Steelers?
Maybe the Ravens.
Ravens?
Maybe.
They just lost half of there.
They lost
that one. Honestly, I think all of us is on an even keel when it comes to that line. Really, there's nothing that really sticks out to me that says, "Ooh, I just don't." JOK, that's my dude, but I don't know, man, about that.
Yeah,
Who else is in there?
Yeah, we can't now. Who got the best corners?
We do.
Browns.
We do.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, we got the best
Yeah.
corners for sure.
Yeah.
That
they can
was
stay
an
healthy.
easy one.
Yeah.
You say what?
If they can
If
stay
they can
healthy.
stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean,
we
without
already
defense-
got concussion number 1.
Right.
Come on.
So we all saying the Browns?
Yeah.
Yep.
How about safeties? Both of them.
I think we got some pretty good safeties, but not like not Michael Parsons. What's that dude's name? He plays for the Steelers. Fitzpatrick. Yeah. He's nice for the question is with him, can he stay healthy? Same thing with Humphrey, right? Marlon Humphrey. He gotta stay healthy too. So I would say what'd you say? Humphrey nice. He nice for real. That's the only dude I think they kept because everybody left. Everybody was leaving the Ravens defense. I'm like, dang, they losing a lot of cats.
So who got the best?
I don't know. You got Delpit, you got Thornhill.
Yeah,
we got. Come on, D. We got two. Every other team, you only gonna name one.
It's us. It's us. I'm not gonna even sugarcoat it. It's us.
Delpit is a good run stopper. His coverage skills is not that great. That's just me. And I think Thornhill is in the same boat. You know what I'm saying? So, but because they like putting 5 or 6 of them back there, you know what I'm saying, and then Emerson and Newsome, and they kind of make up, and Hickman, they make up for those deficiencies because they're great corners, man. We blessed if we can stay healthy, but they kind of make up for the safety issue.
But what you're missing on Greg Delpit is we put him in the box. He been leading. I don't know about last year, but most like the last 2 years, he's been leading our team in tackles.
Correct. He's a great run stopper. His coverage skills are not that great.
But the scheme
now look at his
put him in the box.
Look at Pro Football Focus where his coverage. Look at his numbers for coverage.
Oh yeah. No. He's because that's not his strong suit. That's why we That's why we bring him up and we leave Thornhill back. Now Thornhill, he plays the deep. He plays the zone, and
he got smoked out in the Super Bowl, man.
How many?
When Juan came, I was not there. I was like, when they brought Juan Thornhill, I was like,
how much? How many years did we sign him for?
Thornhill?
Yeah, wasn't it like
I think he got 3.
3 years. So next year is his last year.
Yeah. Basically
with us, because I can see them giving Ronnie Hickman the job. Because Ronnie Hickman did a phenomenal job. He got dusted in that deep pass in the preseason game. He's another. Yeah, he got dusted, man, and then he pulled a hammy. You saw him grab the back of his thigh. I'm like, oh, he pulled something because he couldn't keep up with the throw.
This is like I said, leading to the best coach. A coach understands, and this is why I like Mike Tomlin, because we ran through 4 or 5 quarterbacks. He ran through 3 or 4 quarterbacks too, and they still made the playoffs. But yet Tomlin, regardless, year after year after year, he gets a winning season. It might not be pretty, but he gets it.
He pulled it out of his ass last year. So.
Yeah, so you can't deny when it comes to sitting down with the coaches, making that strategy, and using your strength. This is our strength. Let's run with it. That's where I think Kevin kind of fails at times, whether you're doing scripted plays or on the fly. Kevin's not been that great on the fly, making those halftime adjustments. They script a couple plays. Browns go right down the goddamn field. Okay, what happened in the next drive? And then they stall out. And that's what I always frustrated the hell out of me. Like, come on, bro, just do what you do. And they said sometimes, well, we just wing it. Like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? So that's what Kevin has to work on. Hopefully Dorsey gets in there. But the best coach in the AFC is Mike Tomlin. I don't care.
What do you think Kevin Stefanski's strong suit is when he does do the play calling. I
Scripted?
like when he.
Oh, he's a hell of a scripter. Oh, he scripted
Yes,
the
he
first
can
20
design
plays.
them.
Oh, he
He just
gangster with
can't
it.
call them.
Yeah, but when it start going to the left, he be like, here go that Denny's menu, and you can't even see his face.
No. Hold on. No. This is his face when he's concerned. That's his face when he's concerned. He got the. Hold on. You gotta have the little play calling pad. I'm very concerned.
This is where Dorsey is supposed to help. Oh,
I think he's a brilliant coach. I think he's super intelligent. You know, I'm not gonna say much, but you know, I like Kevin as a coach. You know,
we all
the guys
do.
love him.
We all do.
You can tell the guys love him, and you know they listen to him. I think we have a good group of coaches this year. You know, Mike Grable and all those guys. You know, I like that we have Ohio coaches in there as well. I mean, I love our defensive coach as well. You know, so I mean, they have his grit. You know, I see a lot of offensive players listen to him as well. If you ever pay attention to the sidelines. So
say it again, Miss Nairi. Say it again. When we got the defensive coach, I shed a tear when we signed Jeff Schwartz, man. I said a tear.
They got his grit. You know, I like him. I like him. They got his grit, and you know, I like that. You know, he's a all-in coach. Hey, go after him.
And he's been here before, so he was like one of the assistant coaches for Belichick, wasn't he?
Yeah,
not like a defensive coordinator, but he get his foot stepping before he was with Belichick for a minute, so he understands.
Yeah,
what football means to this city so much. So like, yeah, because I couldn't take another day with Joe Woods.
Oh,
I couldn't.
You know what? But Joe Woods didn't do too bad over there with St. Louis. I mean, yeah, he didn't do too bad over there. I mean, he just didn't blitz a lot for me. You know,
Joe Woods was good. It was the blitzing. He wasn't blitz.
Yeah, he wasn't blitz. I saw a lot of cover 3, a lot of zone coverage and stuff like that.
Zone coverage. Way too much.
I wanted him out of town the first thing smoking. I used to call him Joe Football Head Woods because his head shaped football. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that cartoon on Nickelodeon? And the kid got the football head.
That's my show. That's my favorite show growing up. Yeah. Oh my god.
Hey, what about in that when we were in that playoff game with Baker and Kansas City had their third string quarterback in, right? And they needed 18 yards. I was like, oh, we about to win this game. I was at that game. They heckled me the whole way to my car. I couldn't believe that we didn't blitz on that play. Like, that was the one time I thought we was gonna go to the Super Bowl. Like,
the game where the same game when Rashard Higgins ran inside went into the end zone and got hit, and then they say it's a touchback, and then the exact same thing happened to the Ravens when Zay Flowers went to the end zone. Boom!
That was a helmet to helmet.
Yeah,
that was a helmet to helmet.
Yeah. Both those plays were helmet to helmet. Both those plays were helmet to helmet.
When we won that game, oh man, they was that was hilarious.
Oh yeah, that was like sweet victory. Yeah, it's like we ain't the same Browns anymore. Yep.
Yeah. They was telling. I had my Browns jersey. I popped my collar. They like, man, get the fuck out of here. I was like, what's up? I mean, it was. Oh my god.
We embarrassed those dudes. Them dudes. They couldn't believe it. Them Steelers fans were at all. They were like,
yeah.
They was like, is this real? Like,
my one thing on when she brought up that 18-yard run, I always wonder. If a slow quarterback, he's slow and ain't played in I don't know how many years, his first how far were we back that he was able to run 18 yards before we can get there? So we was about 50 yards, 40 yards back.
That was the deepest zone I ever saw. Like,
that was the deep. It was in the end zone.
Like, what is going on? Like, I literally cried that day. That really hurt my heart. Like, because why would we? I couldn't understand for the life of me why Joe did not blitz this third string quarterback who couldn't run. He made that 18 yards. Like, that was ridiculous.
But how
and then they hit Tyreek. They hit Tyreek after that, and the game was over. I said,
no, correct me if I'm wrong. Every time I saw Joe Woods call a play, he always had him in a prevent defense. And we could be like over there on the 30-yard line, somewhere on our, like on the other side, on their side. And I used to be like, dang, like, why you keep calling a prevent, man? Like, it's not, I can understand if we were over, like, you know, if it was like 4 seconds left on the clock and we don't have like that big of a lead or something like that, I can understand that. But why you keep calling that? Like, you know, it didn't make any sense. Didn't make any sense.
Why does Joe Woods always get credit for that loss and nobody puts nothing on Stefanski and his play calling?
Which game?
The Kansas City playoff.
Kansas City.
The playoff game.
Where going into there, the stats said if you run over 20 times over Kansas City, every team won. And Nick Chubbs in the playoffs went into halftime with 5 carries.
Yeah.
Come on, we can't put everything on the defense. Come on, coach. And I love Stefanski, but I think his situational play calling, just his IQ just ain't there. When I always say we have a playoff team, do we have a coach that can take us to the Super Bowl? And I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
we got a coach that can take us to the Super Bowl.
I think he's getting better and better, though. I think he will. He's improving just like the team's improving. You know,
right.
I mean,
I think that year, I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I got to look at it again. I think Nick was due for a incentive, and he got pulled. I think he was due for an incentive. See, a lot of people understand. Yeah. In the NFL, when if he get one more catch, we got to pay. Can we? They do stuff like that. It's I'm concerned with winning. Give him his $1 million if he get one more pass. Give it to him. But see, Brady looked out for Gronk. Gronk said, I need one more catch over 10 yards. And they pulled Gronk. And Gronk was like, nah. Brady said, I'm throwing it to you regardless. I don't care. And Gronk got his money because they was trying to not to. These things happen, man. It's the politics too. Politically, when it comes to it's the end of the season, our season ain't over. Man, we ain't trying to pay him that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just those things happen too in these situations. So how bad do you want to win? You know?
Right.
Yeah.
How bad do you want to
Well,
win?
I'm gonna assume that we definitely wanted to win that game. You know, I'm not gonna think I don't think that they pulled Chubb for those reasons. You know, there was a lot going on that day for that game. It was cold too.
He just liked to pass. That's what was going on. He liked to pass and he don't like to run. Plain and simple. That's him. That's his MO. I'm going to pass. That
was a misuse. That year, you seen a lot of Nick Chubb on the sideline pissed off. And I was like, man, why he got Nick on the sideline like that? I think now, with the evolution of, as far as the running game and how much running backs they feel they're worth.
Analytics,
so now,
basically,
we don't know now, because I don't know when Nick's coming back, man.
The one biggest thing that I used to hate during those eras I'm a Kareem Hunt fan. I like Kareem Hunt, but I was never into them series. Nick Chubb is our number one. I don't care how good Kareem Hunt is. Nick Chubb is my number one. When Nick Chubb get tired, you come in there, you get 2 or 3 runs, then you go back on the bench. But Kareem Hunt was getting a whole series. Come on, no. I got Nick Chubbs. Yeah. Ain't nobody taking no carries away from him.
At that time, Kareem was a better pass catcher. At that time, he was better at pass catching, and that's one of the reasons. And like you said, Stefanski wanted to keep throwing the damn football. He made a mistake last year when they got too pass happy with Joe Flacco. They got too pass happy, man. He was turning the ball on, and I said, if you turn the ball over, and I said it, we're gonna lose, and that's exactly what he did. Turned it over.
He
run it.
He kept throwing it in that Texas game, and I was like, okay, dude, you need to run. They
Yeah.
are reading the coverage.
Right.
They are reading your coverage, and you need to run. Jerome Ford was not a bad, running back. I don't understand. I don't understand why he didn't have any faith in Jerome Ford. What was his name? I can't say his name. Is it Strong? I can't
Pierre,
I can't remember his
Strong.
first name. Pierre Strong. Yeah, like Pierre Strong's a good runner. I don't understand why didn't you use him? And maybe because to me they couldn't stop the run. So why do you keep throwing the ball and just doing that? It didn't make any sense. Didn't make any sense at all. And they were reading it like crazy. They were like, "Oh, they're gonna throw it again. We're gonna blitz Flacco. Flacco ain't that fast." He throw it, picked off. They're going for 6. It didn't make any sense.
When you get behind a lot of NFL head coaches, they start panicking. And I've seen teams not panic, stick to their game plan, come back and win the game. And Stefanski getting that panic mode, throw, run, run, and that's not gonna cut it. You got plenty of time. You're only down by 14. I get it, but stick to your plan and play defense. And he gets in panic mode, and then there's the game, and the game is blown.
Yeah. I've like I said, y'all thought I was joking. When he go like this, and he start looking like this, and when things start going left, he panics. You can see it on his face, or he'll start going like this. Yeah, like I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. He'll start going like this, and then he'll start talking on his thing. I'll be like, come on, Kev. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got to do something.
Okay, I got one more thing before I get y'all out of here. Last year we lost in. I know we like Jim Schwartz, but I think Jim Schwartz. But I think last year he cost us the playoffs because he didn't adjust, and they beat us with every deep bomb out there. And now this year, first preseason game, they hit us with them same bombs. What is going on that there's in practice? That's all you see, Deshaun, them throwing them deep bombs. What is we've been having for about 3 years or more? We can't stop the deep balls. Do we like Dick say we just don't have the safeties to play the zones back there, or they I mean, is it the coaching? What is going on? Is there any concern going into this season that to see that everybody's still throwing bombs on us?
I'm gonna go with our safeties. What are you watching? Like, if you're so busy, like, so I don't know. Maybe that's the way they teach, but like, I mean, what are you watching? Like, you see a bomb, you in a coverage or a zone coverage. It seemed like you should know that no one should get behind you. You see everything. No one should get behind you. So I'm gonna go with the players and knowledge about, from coming from college to NFL, from what they were taught from college coming into the NFL. And, I could see some athletes get a little comfortable back there. I mean, because there's no way we should have got beat the way that guy did on that first play of the game last weekend. That was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, that was ridiculous. Ronnie Hickman is a good, in my humble, even though he went undrafted, he's a good safety in my opinion. For him to not read that coverage like that was very concerning. Then on top of that, he got hurt. So you saw him, he pulled a hammy. So I don't know how long he's gonna be out, because man, I'm like, dang, like they dropping like flies.
I'm gonna go with the athletes. I won't say that's a coaching thing.
I'm gonna go with a little bit of both, the athlete and Schwartz. Schwartz is probably not making any type of adjustments to stop them from offense. And like you got, to me, you have the best secondary probably in the NFL.
Right.
Regardless, that is unacceptable, even though those were guys who are going to be backups. Outside of Ronnie Hickman, I think he's going to be a little bit of a rotation. But that's unacceptable. You just can't be.
But Jordan, as a coach, what would you tell your professional athlete? Don't let nobody get behind you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah.
that simple.
Pretty,
You know,
pretty
you got like 3 steps on the guy.
it's not rocket science. Just watch him and help the cornerback on whenever he plans
Yeah,
on
he's
going deep.
passing you on. He's passing
Mhm.
you on. How is somebody getting behind you?
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
You gotta be so far ahead. I mean, you gotta still be focused, like what's in front of you for that guy to get 3 steps behind you.
It was like when he went right past Ronnie Hickman. Ronnie Hickman was like, "Oh, he trying to catch up with the dude."
Coverage. Yeah,
Yeah. You weren't paying attention, dude. Like,
Yeah.
that's I want to say that's Hickman's fault.
Yeah, that's Hickman's fault.
It's his fault,
Yeah.
but I'm going with the coach. But what the rest of y'all think?
I'm going with a little bit of both.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah,
it's a
That's what I
coach's.
said.
Okay, if your players are making that mistake, what are you doing to fix it? It's not getting fixed. So it's both.
And why you still got a single high safety going to one side when you know from last year, 2 years ago, we keep getting burnt. We got to change something up and get 2 safeties back there. But go ahead.
Right.
I'm sorry.
But see, the thing is about that too. When you got that single high safety, you're looking for more tight end routes to stop underneath. It's about cover 2, cover 3, different zones and stuff like that. That's the defensive coordinator. What is he looking at? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with Beth. It is a little bit of both. You know what I'm saying? And ability. Oh, I messed that assignment up. Damn it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He should have came down the box and he got smoked out. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the catch-up speed to do that. You know, so it's a little bit of both. Like I said before, let's not panic. It's still preseason.
Right. It's
And
preseason.
I'm not only thing I care about is week 1. I want to see what them boys gonna do week 1. And then if it looks bad, then back to the drawing board.
Well, this is a good chance, though, for them to see Hickman got beat.
Yeah.
Let's go fix it at practice right now before we got week 1.
Yeah. Right. Well, like you said, if it was that a single high safety play? Did he set him up?
Yeah,
we don't know.
The safety went to go help over there, and I don't know what I mean. The wide receiver, he just ran fast as he could straight. And I'm like, he didn't even fake you out. What was you doing?
Right. He didn't do like a hitch. He didn't do like any type of juke move. He was just straight up like it was a track meet. And I was like, dang, like
they wasn't.
Yeah, right.
They wasn't expecting it.
It wasn't his day.
And Ronnie was nowhere near in sight. And I was like, dang, man.
Hickman is not a starter. He's not.
No.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you can only expect him. He comes in, with different packages. He might come in. He shine in those different packages, but he's not the starter. So what can you expect?
Yeah, but look at our starters in the playoff game last year. I mean, come on. What's that?
He was one of our starters in our playoff game.
We got out coached. And like I said, Stefanski he was not ready.
But before I know we running on time, do you think Stefanski is one of the most elite coaches in the league right now? Because I think it's still impressive that what he did with 5 different quarterbacks, that's hard to do.
Yeah. What you mean by elite? Like, I need a number.
Like
top 10, top 5. What you mean?
Let's go with top 10 right now. I'm not gonna go with top 5.
Top 10 quarterbacks are coaches are elite. The top 10 are elite. That's what you're saying.
I'm saying
I say he's top 10 because what he did, that's impressive. And people try
for the Browns
what Tomlin did was impressive.
He's number 1 for the Browns.
Yeah, he's number 1. Like he changed our franchise from a circus.
Right.
So, I mean,
he won coach of the year compared to coach of the year. He was the number 1. If he got, he was. I don't think Kevin was number 1. No, I don't. You know, what I'm saying?
But
I think
to take what we had on paper, because we had some good teams on paper before, and every year we were like, "Damn, on paper we got this," but he put it onto the field, and he made some mistakes, but he made more good than mistakes for sure.
But we ain't never had a team.
If Barry hadn't went and called Flacco off the couch, what would we be saying? You got PJ Walker running. So I mean, PJ won a couple games. Don't get me wrong. So, but if Barry had never called Flacco, would we be having this conversation?
I disagree that PJ won us a couple games.
I mean, I don't know.
I believe we was gonna call somebody.
I mean,
we
what
was
he's done
here with
during
him.
the regular season, the first year he coached, I mean, the second year he coached, I just see he's getting better. And I
agree.
you know, and how he's comfortable now with Watson,
Mhm.
and they're comfortable with each other, where Watson's like, oh, I see this out there. He's gonna allow him to make those changes on the fly. And he's yes, he's analytical and stuff, but
Yeah.
you know he knows what he did wrong last season.
Yeah.
But
and what he
everybody
did
keeps
right.
saying that he's getting better. Where did he get better at?
Managing the team. I wish he would
I
give
like
up
him. I'm just keeping it
control.
real. Where did he get better at?
Managing the team.
I agree with
overall,
Blondie.
too.
Managing the team.
Look at last year,
but
how
managing
many
the team, he was
injuries he had
already
to
a-
manage. And yes,
I mean,
granted, our Barry got us our things, but no other head coach is getting a replacement as well. You know,
I mean, all the things we went through last year, you know, all the injuries, everything. He managed that pretty well. He didn't show no sweat, you know, and of course we were going to go get another quarterback. You know, PJ wasn't doing well. He wasn't doing that well, but I knew we would go reach for another quarterback. And I'm glad Barry did that, you know, because I mean, you have to give Kevin some type of credit and the Browns, because we still made it to the playoffs given all the things that we went through. Now, so I'm gonna say, as like managing the team, he did great for the season. I'm gonna give him a B plus.
Yeah,
Right.
but was that one of his flaws? The only reason I say that is because with me, I like Kevin, and he only had one flaw, and I always say it, situational play calling. He's still working on that. He still don't know how to run the ball, and
He's a throwing quarterback. I mean, he's a throwing coach. Me personally, I like a throwing coach. I really do. I'm not too much about the run game, because I mean, I just think it's easier to clap down on the run game. I like throwing the short pass over the top, you know, to the nickel and dime backs or whatever. I like that type of play, because sometimes the middle of the field is open. You know, I don't like the deep ball all the time. I just think we can run a little bit of more different plays, cross plays in the middle, you know, like we used to do. Yeah, I mean,
I want him to get more involved.
Like, he doesn't have to be a blocker.
Yeah, like Kansas City used why can't Travis Kelce. Yeah, I like those plays work for them. We got to find something to work for us as far as David as well, because David need to be utilized in this game a lot more this year. So I'm looking forward to that.
It surprised me on how he was used more when Flacco became the quarterback than we used him when Deshaun was.
Because Flacco can see him. He's 6'6".
Yeah,
he can see him. You know, you got to think the line is really big. I mean, that we have smaller quarterbacks. They got to get out of the pocket in order to see where David is. But Flacco's a big guy, so he can throw over that. He can see that. And shorter quarterbacks.
And also for a quarterback that really not elite, your tight end is your best friend. They right there. I got 3 seconds to get the ball away. I'm gonna dump it off to him every time. I can't wait to go all the way down the field. And when the line ain't holding up, so that's why the stats looked at that way.
Do you think last year was his best year? I think that was like his best year as a Cleveland Brown. David Njoku. That was his best year.
Definitely.
It was like when Flacco came in, it unlocked something we ain't never seen from him before.
And like she said, like Mary said, he could see.
Yeah,
I mean, Murray showed out, and it was deep passes.
Right.
Like someone was like, "Ooh, Joe, why you throw that, man?" Joe had me. I was
no. My favorite play is when he threw it to David Bell. And David Bell, not a bad player, but you know, I'm not the biggest David Bell fan. But when he saw him right there in the middle, he was like, "Oh, there's David! Woo, touchdown!"
Flacco's vision was great. I have to give it to Flacco.
Well, look how many years he has on Watson in the league. You know, when you're at that point in your career, of course you see a lot more and you're more calm and, you know, you pick up the things faster. But I really think that Njoku and Watson were starting to get on a really good vibe together and how they were playing out there. If you look at the Ravens game, he used him quite a bit, and he was starting to use him more and more as the season went on. And you know, he hasn't been. How often has Watson played with him, or any of the guys? Actually, you know,
right.
I mean, they're going to get that fluidity with each other after so long. It doesn't just bam happen right away, because you know, Flacco, he's freaking, he could go in with anybody.
About 6'8". What is he? 6'8", 6'6"?
Yeah,
yeah,
and make things happen.
mean, I just think Flacco, you know, just not only that, you know, he knows how to manage a line. You know, he knows how to stay in the pocket a little longer. He's a bigger guy compared to the quarterbacks we had with Baker Mayfield.
He's 6'6".
Yeah. So all I'm saying is,
I thought it was bigger.
Okay, 6'6". Well,
hey, 6'6" is pretty damn tall.
Yeah, it is.
Our offensive line about 6'6". Most of them
6'8".
You know, so imagine a 6-foot quarterback. How can you see a guy like Njoku who stands like 6'4", 6'5"? Like when you run it out of the pocket, now the play already broken. So now you gotta go to your second and third option. So Flacco, he got to see the first option. I believe he had advantage. So
and Watson's 6'2", so yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense. Watson is 6'2", so that makes a lot of sense.
Before we gotta get out of here, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna just gonna touch on a couple things. We ain't gotta have a long conversation. I'm just going back to Deke and him in his preseason and practice that he don't care about. When I was asking about the defense, my only thing is when I had the interview with D'Anthony Bell, and I said, what happened in that Texans game? He said it looked like they found all of our deep balls that we got beat on, and they used them all in one game. And that's why I asked about this preseason. I'm like, these teams know our weaknesses. Our weakness is that we rely on that front four and Myles Garrett to give you only 3 seconds to get that ball. If he ain't back there in 3 seconds, we're going to be vulnerable because he's going deep. He's going deeper. They're going to kill us, and that's why Jim Schwartz is maybe not fixing the deep ball, because he like, hey, I'm not going to get beat that many times because Myles Garrett and them going to get home more than often. But you got to switch something up. Then I forgot what else I was going to say. But yeah, I wanted to get back to that deep ball in this practice, that I really do think there is something wrong with our defense, that we keep getting beat deep every year.
Let it ride, man. Let it ride, bro. Let it ride.
We gonna see week 1 with CeeDee Lamb. We gonna see.
It's too soon.
Dak ain't about to be throwing that ball to CeeDee Lamb.
Well, that's until CeeDee Lamb comes to a contract to go agree.
Dak is another quarterback that's going to sit in that pocket that don't stay in that pocket long enough. So we'll see.
Yeah.
But we sort of know Dak's weakness, because we remember back in 2020 we had him on the ropes. Remember in 2020 when we played him? It was he. I don't think he's ever been that overwhelmed before.
Yeah,
like
when you got people like Myles Garrett coming off that end, you know.
He's really about to see some nightmares, because he got Garrett, he got Smith, he got Joke on him, he got Maurice Hurst, Dalvin Tomlinson, Alex Wright. He got all them dudes who gonna be looking at him. Like, and those guys ain't no slouches. They might not be really big names, but they ain't no slouches.
No doubt.
Well then. Y'all didn't ran my Facebook crowd going. We got 50 people on X right now. Is there anything that y'all want to say to them before we get off here? Because I promised Deke, I told him it's only going to be an hour. It's going on 3, and his wife is going to kill him. So I'm gonna get in trouble.
She texted me now, like I'm like, damn, you know. But let me say this real quick. I got to jump off Megan because he texted me. I'm gonna say this. Let's not panic yet. Just calm down. Take a chill. Go in the house. Go in the cupboard. Get you a shot of Jack or something. just chill out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Have faith in Barry. That's all I'm saying. And I'm
go
good.
Browns.
Go Browns.
Jay, you got something quick to say?
The on the dome situation is coming, people.
You're trying to be long.
No,
Come on,
I'm
nigga,
just
you gotta go.
saying, it's coming,
Go.
people. That's it. Don't coming. Whether you like it or you don't like it, learn to love it.
How about the ladies? Y'all got anything to say to My Dogs podcast?
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. Thank you
for
so
having
much
me.
for having me. And I think we're coming out on top of our division this year.
And
come on, Deshaun's going to show us everything.
All right. Well, this is
Go,
My
Mr.
Dogs
Teacher.
This is the My Dogs podcast where my opinion is just my opinion. And I'm out.